10 years. Don't wait, only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
The average cost of a first-time DUI in Colorado is over $13,000, and a conviction gives you a criminal record. Make a plan for a sober ride before the party begins. Don't underestimate impairment.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Denver Sports 104.
Program, we're rocking with you 10 to 2. That's what we do, and we appreciate you being here with us. However it is you're taking in the program, perhaps you're live, locked in for a full 4 hours. Well, excuse me, we appreciate you for doing that. If you can't, we certainly understand and are willing to call your boss to figure that out for you. We have a ton to get into here today on the program. We're inching closer and closer and closer to Broncos training camp finally getting going next Friday, where we'll be out there. Rookies and vets will report, and I believe there'll be a media barbecue, something along those lines, but we're not there until the 31st, so we're fired up for that. And Cecil, you know how we're doing it every day to start the show? We're answering one of these major Broncos questions.
Right.
But we've sort of broke down all off-season, but narrowed them down to 9 major questions. And today's question is all about the defense. And old buddy Vance Joseph, can the defense be better? I think a more fair question is, does it even have to be better?
Right.
Does it have to be better, or can they just show up, sort of do the same things they did a year ago? I know we've all talked about that December wall in 2 consecutive seasons.
Right.
Maybe don't do that and start playing your best football around then. But that's the question for today regarding the Denver Broncos. 1, can the defense get better? 2,
Right.
do they even have to?
Well, and the thing is, you mentioned the December wall. I'm going to go to the beginning of the season. Wouldn't you rather have a December surge? And I want to kind of alert everyone to a few things, because I was thinking about the people that hate Bo Nix. And yes, I can make every take turned into a Bo Nix take, right? That's a special skill that I have.
It's a superpower.
Exactly. But I say this. I look at that first 6 weeks and I go, your defense is probably going to get worked.
Our show is Bo's Day. Screw Doomsday. It's Bo's Day.
It's Bo's Day. Coming up July 31st out there at Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit. But for me, it's like, okay, if those first 6 weeks are really rough defensively, if those guys get run roughshod over by their opponents, that murderer's row of opponents in those first 6 weeks, I don't want anyone to lose their mind. By the way, if Bo Nix struggles during those 6 weeks, I don't want anyone to lose their mind. Because defensively, they can be better. As amazing as that sounds, as weird as that may sound to some, with this Broncos defense being top dollar with the gold flea collar.
I mean, technically, they were 3, right? So
exactly.
A couple of spots,
but how do they get there? They get there through turnovers. Vance Joseph's emphasis this entire offseason has been getting more turnovers, more turnovers, more turnovers. Can I say get more turnovers? Because it's been said ad nauseum out there at Dove Valley. VJ's going to continue with that. So because of that, you're going to look at this team being more opportunistic. And if your offense is better, and the first 6 weeks are going to be weird. You know, we're going to get a true test for this team.
Yep.
I don't think it's the true tale. Like, let's say they're 3-3. I don't think they're an average team if they're 3-3 after those first 6 games. But if we get through those first 6 games and we see this team is still collecting sacks, the offense is better, and your opponent has to go more into a catch-up mode, that's going to lead to the turnovers that Vance Joseph has been emphasizing this entire offseason.
And you know what, dude? Through those first 6 weeks, those teams are still figuring some things out. Yeah, you got at Kansas City. Let's see how good Patrick's knee is, right? Yeah. Get after his ass. Maybe make him force a few mistakes. Jacksonville and Denver in Denver. I feel like that's going to become a fun little rivalry. I'm actually sort of rooting for Sean to say something else about the small market that is so Liam can take it the wrong way and create a little bit more of a rivalry. And look, I think there's opportunities. Week 4, you're going to San Francisco. Week 5, you're at Los Angeles. Can you get after those 2 quarterbacks and force some turnovers? I think you can. That's where this defense can come out and go, we know who we are. The identity of the defense is what it's been for a few years under VJ. Can you kind of do the heavy lifting in those first 6 weeks? Can you show us that there's an emphasis on takeaways in those first 6 weeks? That'll get the ball rolling in the right direction. Oh, after those first 6 weeks, I'm with you. I'm not going to say the Broncos are a good or a bad football team, but you know what I think we probably could do?
Yeah.
Is determine whether or not that defense is the real deal again.
Oh, yeah, because of the
teams
opponents
that they're playing.
Right,
Yeah.
because of the quality opponents.
Mahomes, Lawrence, Stafford, Brock Purdy, Herbert, Sam Darnold. Those are the quarterbacks that you're going to face. Sam Darnold's the worst of them, and he just won the Super Bowl.
The worst quarterback you're facing in the first 6 weeks is the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're facing the league MVP in those first 6 weeks as well. So I'll tell you this, after the first 6 weeks, I'm not going to say if they're good or bad, but I'll tell you this, they're about ready to start rolling. They're going to get on a roll after those first 6 weeks. So just get there, showcase your skills, showcase who you can be. Sean Payton's teams notoriously get off to a slow start. Can that be different? Vance Joseph's defense gets a December swoon, a December they kind of fall apart a little bit. Can that actually be the reverse? Can September be a little wonky, even into October, and then you just start building momentum towards the end of the season and into the postseason? I think that's a good plan or direction for the Denver Broncos.
It should be, and like I said, there's 14 takeaways. We've talked about that all offseason long. That's 10 interceptions and 4 fumble recoveries. You know what I found out last night looking at these numbers a little bit more? They actually forced 10 fumbles. They only fell on 4 of them. So 6 of the forced fumbles were recovered by the opponent. You got to get better at falling the football. A guy like Alex Singleton, who's at 0 of those last year, that dude's always around the play. How come he can't fall on the football just a few more times, or that football maybe takes a better Bronco bounce and ends up in the hands of somebody rocking an orange shirt?
Right, exactly. And that's where peanut punches are going to come in, interceptions are going to come in, strip sack fumbles are going to come in as well, because this team is so great at collecting the quarterback. But what's odd, and it's very odd, don't at me, bro, but Broncos country, they're going to get sacks. They don't get strip sacks. I think strip sacks should be the order of the day. It should be like a burlesque show out there. Get those strip sacks for the Broncos defense. That's where they start playing better.
Yeah, they had 68 sacks. So even if you don't replace JFM, you still have 60 sacks. 61 sacks. What would it be? 60 and a half sacks. So you're still pretty good in
You're
that
very
department.
technical on that. I would just guess. It'd be like, you got like 60, you got like a dozen, whatever, 6 dozen, something. I
My
don't know.
math's probably wrong, but it's somewhere in that range.
It would be 5 dozen technically, but still, like you're mathing this morning. I'm not ready for math. You didn't tell me there was going to be math on the show.
Shouldn't do math before 10 a.m.
Okay,
that's,
all right.
That's
we
never
got
the
that.
case.
That's a policy.
So, yes, they can get better. I think they will get better. That's also interesting. I never considered that until you just said it out loud. Sean starts slow.
Yeah.
Vance hits this wall. Is there some warm, perfect porridge for us somewhere?
What if they came
in this
together?
Broncos season? Right.
Yeah, at the same time. I mean, they're unstoppable. That's the answer. The answer is the Denver Broncos are unstoppable if Sean's offense gets going and Vance Joseph's defense doesn't kind of have this collapse in December. They are unstoppable. They are a Super Bowl contender, and yes, Super Bowl 61 is theirs until it's not.
Yeah.
So go get that damn thing. Those first 6 weeks are going to be a test.
I got to say, the first time you said that last year, I was like, this guy's crazy. It's crazy. And now I'm like, I love the saying Super Bowl 61's not there still.
And the thing is, the universe doesn't respond to lack. The universe doesn't respond. It responds to confidence. You know what confidence I have in this Broncos team, the confidence I have in Bo Nix, the confidence I have in Sean Payton, the confidence I have in Vance Joseph, Nick Bonito, Zach Allen. Is Zach Allen the most underrated player in the NFL?
He might be.
Is Jaquan McMillan the most underrated corner in the NFL? Jaquan McMillan is a super stud.
Yeah.
Pat Surtain is a super stud. Zach Allen is a super stud. They got him all over. Nick Bonito, super stud. So go attack these guys and get them out there and get this thing won.
We want to hear from you throughout the day. Tribe and Trucker roll call. The tribe is you plus us, so hit us up. What are you doing out there today? What are you doing for a buck? Who are you? Where are you? And what you doing for that dollar if you're a trucker? What are you hauling out there? You can add that to your text as well. Hit us up on the RamaSlaw.com text line at 303-713-1043. You can watch the show and participate over in Tribe Chat at youtube.com/DenverSports. Get in over there. Our Tribe Chat is fueled by our friends over at Champ Honda. First one I'm seeing is El Chewy. He's a safety manager for Structures, Inc. Headed to a job site to do an inspection. Keep killing it, fellas. Go Broncos.
Nice.
Right back to you as well. Keep killing it. He's out there for the inspection, so when his truck pulls up, that's when everybody's like, oh, hey, he's here. Chill. He's here.
Chill. Yeah.
Last screw in, right? Or whatever. I don't know anything about a construction site anymore, but when you show up, eyeballs are on you, so appreciate that.
All I know is when I worked construction, when I worked landscaping, I was the driver for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason. My boss had too many Deweys. he had to do the phone call for the color of the day.
Yeah, everybody's
right?
been there, right?
And he would drink a gallon of water on whatever day that would come out and put in Arnold's Business Street, but whatever. Dude was a weirdo.
You know what's better than a fail? A diluted one.
And he was the owner's son. So, like, I'd be driving the speed limit on C470. He'd be like, slow down. I'm like, what? It was fun being the boss's son's driver. Mm-hmm. Because he didn't want to work.
That's exactly right.
He wanted to party and then guzzle water so he could get away with it.
The least amount of time at the job site is the best day possible.
Exactly.
For folks out there. We got Pete from Thornton checking in. I love 10 a.m. every day. So glad you two are on the air. Quick question. He says, what will the Broncos offensive line need to do? Oh, wow. In that week 3, who is that week 3? Is that the Rams? Yeah, in week 3, when Garrett and Donald come looking for Bo. Well, good thing Bo's good at getting rid of the football, and this offensive line can hold their own. But, yeah, that's one of the major tough tests, Pete. You're all over it this morning. All right, so keep hitting us up. Tribe and Trucker roll call. Tell us who you are, where you are, what you're doing for a buck. We'll continue this Broncos conversation. We teased it to end the show yesterday, Cease. Broncos blueprint for Super Bowl 61. What are the 4 or 5 things they must accomplish to play football in February? That's coming up next.
Bo Nix just threw for nearly 4,000 yards and took Denver to the AFC Championship game. And the national media is still comparing him to guys who haven't done half of that.
This bothers me. I feel like Bo gets lumped in with Penix and J.J. McCarthy as opposed to being lumped in with Jaden McDaniels, Drake May, and Caleb Williams. There's that delineating line that just really irritates me.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Brendan Stokely from my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. They conduct over 150 auctions every year, selling tens of thousands of items at the price you set. Auctions are held regularly for Colorado government agencies, and they always have big-ticket items at great prices. That's why I love Roller Auction. And almost all bidding is conducted online in real time, and it's open to the public. Anyone can participate. Check back regularly. New auctions are added weekly. Be the first to know about new auctions available for bidding when you sign up for email notifications. Go to rollerauction.com/thefan.
Men, erectile dysfunction can affect much more than just your sex life. It can create stress in relationships, leading to feelings of anxiety or embarrassment, and impact your overall confidence and well-being. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and we specialize in treating men's sexual health issues to help men find solutions that fit their individual needs. ED is a frustrating condition, and many men suffer for years without seeking treatment. But the good news is that if you're like most men, we have the answer. Our licensed medical providers will evaluate your specific medical situation and recommend a plan designed for you. And these advanced medical therapies work, with treatments having success rates of well over 90%, which means you and the one you love can have great sex again without the fear and worry of ED. You can even last up to an hour or more, and you may just find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
This July, make the most of summer adventures in the all-new 2026 Honda Passport from Champ Honda. Designed for drivers who want capability without compromise, the Passport is equally at home on Colorado back roads, weekend camping trips, or your daily drive across town. At Champ Honda, buying is just as easy, thanks to their one price, one person, 1 hour philosophy, giving you a transparent price, a single advisor, and a faster, more enjoyable experience. Plus, Champ Honda never charges dealer handling fees.
The Sherwin-Williams summer sale is here. Get 30% off select paints and stains or 35% off our newest product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When you see this in your kitchen.
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
You hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Dover and Cecil.
All right, love seeing y'all checking in for a Tribe and Trucker roll call. Want to remind everybody that tomorrow, Wednesday, from noon to 1, it's our next giveaway of our free limited edition Training Camp 2026 t-shirts. Going to be at Santiago's in Loveland. The address is 1485 East Eisenhower Boulevard. So if you just remember Santiago's on Eisenhower in Loveland, you will be there. Limit 1 per person while supplies last. For more details and to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt. They go quick, so you want to get there maybe by noon, a little before, to get lined up and make sure you have your shirt. Our boy Mike's checking in, driving an end dump semi-truck, hauling to new job sites today. So Mike's out there doing his part for truckers, making the world go round. We're nothing without you truckers. So
we got our tribe chat fired up here, powered by Champ Honda, and getting a lot of great response this morning. I also want to remind people that going on now through July 25th, the Champ sale, the percentage of each vehicle sold will go directly to the Children's Hospital Colorado Burn Unit. It's fantastic
awesome,
efforts that they do this week at Champ Honda, so check them out. Tell them Cecil sent you.
Yeah, love that they're involved and love that they're a part of this show. Shout out to them over there at Shop. All right, so yesterday we kind of ended the show talking about, hey, tomorrow we're going to have a deeper dive into the Broncos blueprint on how they get to Super Bowl 61, how they can break the heart of some NFC chump on Valentine's Day. And we talked about it like, hey, kind of generic version of it is Bo being a top 10 quarterback. The defense making a jump from 3 to maybe 1, or at least remaining in that top 3. What else do they have to do? Well, Cecil, I got a handful of things that I think they must accomplish. I'll bounce them off you.
Okay.
See what you would tweak, change, or even add, and the same deal goes for everybody out there in the tribe. All right, so first and foremost is a quarterback. They make the football world go round. So Bo has to do what we both believe he's going to do, throw for over 4,000 yards, account for at least a total of 30 touchdowns, which I think that's low, and he'll certainly do that.
Yeah.
The one that I go, all right, Bo, now let's keep an eye on this, is under 13 total turnovers. Interceptions and fumbles lost. If he fumbles and his team recovers it, it doesn't feel good, but it's all good.
Right.
So I'm going to go over 4,000 yards, total of 30 total touchdowns, and under 13 turnovers for Bo Nix.
All right. Why did you come to the number 13? Because I put his interceptions this year with over 4,000 yards passing around 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about 3 fumbles. Honestly, 13 sounds very doable.
Well, it does, and
I'm taking the under on this.
I was looking at like quarterback total turnovers from a year ago, and where like 13 puts you in a pretty healthy spot.
Okay,
and I do think he's going to take a few more chances this year. One of his superpowers is how responsible he is with the football. Sometimes I want him to cut a little bit more loose and have that football. I don't give a what.
Right.
He's a little too conservative in moments. And I know why he's doing it, but hey, Bo, you don't have to look over your shoulder. You're the face of this franchise. Cut it loose, baby.
Yeah.
Take some chances this year.
Is that from Davis Webb?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay,
Bit.
And maybe that's where, listen, we all due respect to Sean Payton, but Davis Webb can kind of energize Bo to take some of those chances, because if you take a chance with Sean Payton and it doesn't work, they yell at each other on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's right.
We saw that in the Raiders game, right? Where it's like, Bo saw this and Sean wanted him to do this, and Bo was like, but I wanted to do this, and I tried that. Now, he tried it and it didn't work, but Sean took a little issue with it. I don't think Davis Webb will do that. You got to break an egg and make a few omelets, right? Or break a few eggs to make one omelet, I guess is the right saying. As I'm just waking up. It's the first Mountain Dew of the day, everybody. Come on, give me a break. Give me a little bit of grace here. But I look at it and I go, it's 10 interceptions, and it's probably a couple of fumbles just because he's going to run and try to maybe reach for a pylon, reach for a marker, or something like
he's
that.
in a pocket, strip sack
fumble,
as he's getting ready to throw it. That's going to happen.
He also gets rid of the ball so quickly. How often do we see that? You know what I mean? Where it's like he's not really holding on to the ball. If they use tempo as a weapon, that's also where maybe some of that fast break leads to some poorer decisions, which lead to more turnovers. But if the number's 13 total turnovers for Bo Nix, I think he gets that probably about right at that number, but let's say 10 to 12 turnovers.
Okay.
I think that's where he's going to live this year.
And look, I mean, if it's 14, nobody's going to go, not going to the Super Bowl.
Well,
like it's in the range of what we're asking for.
Right.
So that's first for Bo Nix. Second, staying on the offensive side, I actually have 3 from the offensive side here. It's just 2 wide receivers that flirt with or get to over 1,000 yards. The flirt with means one did and one's at 950. And the 3 names that I wrote down, Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton, and Troy Franklin, are the names that I think one will, and I believe that will be Jalen Waddle, and I think Cortland will flirt or even get over, and then depending on really what we're going to see unlocked here, and we'll know by about, I bet by that Seattle game, right around that Seattle game at week 6. Maybe there is another wide receiver that flirts with 1,000. If Troy adds 150 yards to what he did a year ago, he's at 850 yards in year number 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not that far off from being 2 wide receivers getting near or over 1,000 yards receiving. In fact, Sutton, Waddle, yes. And then what's there for the rest of the guys, including Evan Ingram, including Troy Franklin? So if we just go down the blueprint for Super Bowl 61, Bo Nix with those turnovers, and then someone else besides Sutton and Waddle, like step up in this passing game. They've got several options, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin. And by the way, I did an Orange and Blue today about versus Pat Bryant versus Troy Franklin. There's a lot of Franklin supporters. We don't necessarily see that on our YouTube tribe chat powered by Sean Ponda.
Creaky's been trying to trade him since day
Creaky,
one.
Creaky like hates the guy. I mean, come on, Creaky, lighten up, baby. But there's a lot of support for Troy Franklin out there. So yeah, Troy, it's not necessarily a make it or break it year for him Waddle here is going to change some of the math. There's more math this morning. But it's like, okay, well, what does that mean for Troy Franklin? I still think with single coverage, he can get open and make plays.
By the way, if Troy Franklin's jump was going to go from 700 to 850, he needs 9 yards a game. 9 extra yards a game.
He could do that.
A catch.
Yeah.
And that's like a short catch for a guy like Troy Franklin.
Right.
So, yeah, that's certainly there for the offense. All right, and then the last one I have on the offense is that the running back room accounts for 2,300 rushing yards. And it's not crazy that they get to 2,300 rushing yards because they were 282 yards away from doing it last year, and they lost J.K. Dobbins for, 7-8 weeks of that?
Yeah.
That's, again, I did it by what they needed to add per game, 16.5 yards per game. Your dude alone, Jonah Coleman, is going to bring that part of it to the running back room. And if they get to 2,300 yards, they're a top 5 team in the NFL in rushing.
I love these numbers that you put together, man. These
Got
are very
from Kiss My Stats.
Kiss My Stats? Of course. What is always Kiss My Stats, right? We're kissing the stats. We're kissing the ring in the running back room.
Dude, it's not that far away.
Well, you say 2,300. How many people just sat down?
I know. I get it.
When you say 2,300, you're like, this is Dover. He's out there smoking some hash or something.
They had 2,018 yards last year, and none of us thought they ran the ball enough.
Exactly. So 2,300 yards, it's very doable. Very doable. J.K. Dobbins, stay healthy. If you don't, Jonah Coleman, you got this, girl. And, by the way, R.J. Harvey can improve as a runner. I don't ever think he's going to be the lead back. And that's not an insult. That's just who he is. But R.J. Harvey is going to improve as a runner. So 2,300, as weird as it sounds, because you're just like, that's kind of a shocking number.
Yeah, I'm with you. When I originally saw the top 4 or 5 teams, I was like, oh, wow, that's not – there wasn't this astronomical gap between the Broncos. It's like 500 yards between the Broncos and the best rushing team in the NFL. And it felt like it was 5,000 yards watching it last year.
Exactly. Run the ball. Well, Davis Webb's going to do that.
All right, 2 more pieces of my blueprint on the defensive side of the football. I've got sack numbers, takeaway numbers, and then 2 players, and one I think is even going to surprise my man Cecil Lammey. That's coming up next.
Bonneville International Radio Station contests are open to participants at least 13 years of age and older that are residents of the state of Colorado. Unless otherwise specified, employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or an entity associated with the contest may not enter. Full general contest rules are available at DenverSports.com.
Usually when something sounds way too good to be true, it is. Imagine someone says you can cut your mobile bill in half. Sounds like a fantasy, but with Xfinity Mobile, it's the real deal. Because when you have Xfinity Internet, you can cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. That's a whole lot of streaming, sharing, scrolling, and whatever else you can do with your phone. All for half the price and none of the commitment. That means you'll save big over Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. Now, all you have to do is think about how you'll spend all that extra money. Call them at 1-800-XFINITY or go to XfinityMobile.com or visit a local Xfinity store to switch today. Restrictions apply. Savings compares to one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans of T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees extra, $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only after 12 months. Regular rates apply.
Hi, I'm Donnie, owner of Fitness Gallery, where we believe there's nothing more important than your health. We can't stop time, but we can make your day more efficient, and we can help you get fit and stay fit.
Hey, Broncos country, I'm Terrell Davis. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. Work out on your schedule from the privacy of your own home.
At Fitness Gallery, we have the nation's lowest prices on the highest quality products that stand the test of time.
Robbie Dino here at BeatTheDA.com. I've handled over 7,000 cases, 300 trials. Let's face it, divorce is really impactful. You may have a controlling spouse. You may have a violent spouse. You may have been a victim of a domestic violence. You may be wrongfully accused of domestic violence. This all affects parenting rights. And let's face it, the kids are the most important. These are the things that need to be handled. They need to be handled appropriately by someone that's going to protect your kids and protect your rights. Hit me up at beattheda.com, 720-706-5151.
When our grandfather started Williams Jewelers in 1947 as a humble little neighborhood jewelry shop, he could not have imagined how big his dreams would grow. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Shayna Williams. Today, thanks to you, Williams Jewelers is not only one of America's largest fine jewelers,
We're Colorado's premier jeweler, with more of the world's top designers than any other store, including Roberto Coin, Marco Biccigo, Kwiat, Hearts on Fire, Mickey Moto, and dozens more.
an entire diamond and bridal department with the latest engagement ring styles and wedding bands from Tacori, A. Jaffe, and Gabriel & Company.
Add to that our legendary Swiss watch collections and service center, and you have the only jeweler you'll ever need.
With over 30 jewelry professionals, master goldsmiths, and watchmakers to serve you at Williams Jewelers, you'll still always be treated just like our grandfather would.
Like family.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Most home sellers get one offer. It's somewhere between lowball and not good enough. Orchard changes that. With Orchard's new Orchard Offers, you don't just get one offer. You get multiple cash offers from serious investors all competing for your home. That's right. Make investors compete with Orchard's cash offer marketplace. Here's how it works. You work with an Orchard agent who submits your home to their exclusive network of hundreds of local cash buyers. They come to you with offers. You review them all and pick the best one on your terms. So you don't have to settle on one offer or worry about leaving money on the table. You see every offer side by side. That's how you know you're getting top dollar. Orchard Offers means no repairs, no showings, no drawn-out process. Before you accept any offer, see them all first. Get a free home valuation and see your offers today with Orchard Offers. Go to Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
You're listening to Dover and Cecil on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
I did your line for you while you were gone. I kept it alive.
Oh, yeah, you did, huh?
Yeah.
Did you guys do the say cheese thing?
Yeah, we did it.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a couple times.
Play my say cheese thing from Tahoe?
We did a few of them. I tried to send one. You hadn't even been back, but I tried to send one from Indiana.
Okay.
And yeah, it went about as well as you might think it would do doing Bad Bunny in Indiana.
Yeah, but you did say cheese, and that's what we promised during the month of July. We're going to send each other some inebriated say cheeses. Let's just say that.
I got a couple more days off, so boys, we might get a couple more coming up here in the next few days. All right, we're going over our Broncos blueprint. I got a couple things. I know Alex got a couple things. Cecil's tweaking my list or agreeing with list. So far, I'm at Bo Nix, over 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, and under 13 turnovers. 2 wide receivers getting near or at 1,000 yards, and I highlighted Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton, and Troy Franklin. Then talked about the running back room having 2,300 yards. And no, it's not as crazy as it sounds. It's only 282 yards away from what they did a year ago, and that was without J.K. Dobbins for damn near half the season. All right, so now on the defensive side, they still have to remain in that top 5. Love for them to go up from 3 to 1 if that's the case. But even if they drop from 3 to 5, I don't think it's this big, oh my God, the Broncos are in trouble situation, because the offense is going to be better this time around. They're not going to have 60 sacks this year. And in fact, you've said it, and I've kind of taken it and been like, yeah, Cecil's got the right idea. I'll sacrifice sacks to add to takeaways. So I still look at this defense. They're still outstanding. They still have Nick Bonito and Zach Allen, right? They're going to put a lot of pressure on an opposing quarterback. So they're still going to get between 50 and 55 sacks. But that takeaway number, I need it to jump from 14. 18's like the floor. And 22 is where I think they can live, which, again, 22 puts you top 10 in the NFL. You got a theme here. I'm putting them top 10 offense, top 10 defense, top 10 in takeaways, top 10 passing yards from the quarterback. Those things will get you to Super Bowl 61. So 50 to 55 sacks and 18 to 22 takeaways.
Okay, and I'm okay with the step back in sacks. They broke the sack record, and then the next year they broke the sack record. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Where's the turnovers? The turnovers have to be there. So if you sacrifice some of the sack, they're not getting 70 sacks, 72 sacks, 70 million sacks. They're not getting that. Can you get 55 sacks and get those turnovers? Can you put the pressure, and pressures, don't at me, bro, but I could make an argument that pressures are more important than sacks. Sacks, you get them down. Pressures, you might cause them to throw an errant pass.
Mm-hmm.
You might cause them to dump off a pass that's incomplete or intercepted. So pressures, sacks, yes, all of that plus turnovers. That's the key this year. So if they can take a step back in terms of sacks but take a acceptable step forward. I don't think anything that you're asking here, and this is the amazing thing about the Kiss My Stats that you got and the research that you've done, this isn't a big ask. Nothing you're asking for here is like, oh, they'll never do that.
It's a step in the right direction, but it's not this leap forward of like you have to accomplish.
Well, and it's not a fantasy.
No. I want it to be realistic.
You deal in reality. I deal in fantasy almost all the time. You deal in reality, and the reality of the situation is they can be a top 10 defense. Obviously, they're already that. They can be top 10 in turnovers.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Top 10 in scoring offense, top 10 in offensive yardage, but top 10 in turnovers, they can easily do that. It's not that much of an ask.
No, it's not that big jump that you're talking about.
Right.
And then now I highlighted two specific players. And like I said, I think one might even surprise you, Cease. Maybe you tell me I am living in fantasy land on this. Not Nick Bonito. Nick Bonito's good for 12 to 15 sacks every year. I'm going to say he's got to get to 14 sacks this year. Anything above that is icing on the cake. Anything below that is missing the mark. So 14 sacks for Nick Bonito. He can certainly handle that.
Yeah, he can definitely handle that. And again, you're not saying like get 22 sacks, break the record. Like
it's 13 and a half and 14 a year ago.
14.
So
he
staying
could
in the same
get
lane.
17. He could get 18. Hell, there's a 20-sack season coming for Nick Bonito sometime. He doesn't need to get that this year.
Right.
14 is a real appropriate number. That's right on the money. It's right in the progress of what he should be doing.
And I need the team leader in interceptions, one, to not be a backup pass rusher. Dondre Tillman, shout out to you for doing it a year ago. But I need it to double up what it was a year ago. Tillman and McMillan both had 2 interceptions. We know McMillan's came in the Bills game.
Right.
We give him his second. The leader for the Broncos needs to have 4 or 5 interceptions. And I think that's going to happen this year.
Okay.
And the name I'm going to put on it is Riley Moss. I think Riley Moss leads the team in interceptions, and I think it's like 4 or 5 interceptions from Riley Moss.
Yeah.
They're going to pick on him.
Wow.
How good did he get in December?
Wow.
He stopped pulling and started batting away.
Yeah.
What's the next step of football evolution? Batting away to catching it and going the other way. So he's taking the first step, and we're holding and pulling down.
Yeah.
I'm going to bat that ball away. Now catch it, Riley. Step in front of it and go the other way.
You son of a bee, I'm in. Like, I love that.
I thought you'd say I was crazy.
As you were setting it up, I was like, he's not going to say Riley. He's not going to say Riley. And then you said
Riley.
Riley
I was on
Moss.
his ass last year.
I know. You were up as keister about all the incomplete stuff. It's like, okay, so what you're doing, and maybe you're doing this on purpose. I know you, Josh Dover. I know these things. I've been around you. I understand what you're doing. Are you saying Riley Moss can get 5, 6, whatever picks because that'll get him paid and get him out of here?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Way to read between the
hey, if that's
lines
what
there.
he does, if he leads, if the Broncos win the Super Bowl and Riley Moss leads the team in interceptions, if Broncos defense, top number 1 defense, turnovers, top 10, these guys out there, they're just ferocious. If Riley Moss is part of turning this thing around in terms of turnovers, he's going to get paid like a number 1 corner, and that means he's not going to be here. But I also say, good, you win a championship. Yeah, fine, baby.
That's how it goes.
Why'd you draft Jahdae Barron? Go find another corner. Like, whatever that answer is, if Riley Moss balls out in that way and the Broncos win big because of it, I say good.
If he prices himself out, that's a great problem
Exactly.
for us to be living in.
Exactly.
Those are the definition of rich people problems.
And if I'm Riley Moss, get this. This is the ultimate motivation, right? Is there a ceiling when it comes to the pay that you could get? Now, obviously there is salary cap, whatever.
Right.
But with this team, you're going to test their bank account. And you know it's all there. All the riches that Riley Moss has dreamed of. This is legit, man. The riches that he has dreamed of from his football ability is there for the taking. He's just got to do it. He's got to stay healthy, which he's done the last couple of seasons, and he's got to do it. If he does that, he is getting paid big time.
And look, if they want to pay him and go, hey, Remember how we gave Pat an extra $5 million just because? Maybe that's in your future, Riley, if you do want to hang around and be the duo that could be PS2 and one Riley Moss. Our man Alex also had a couple of blueprint keys. Alex, what were a couple of things you believe the Broncos have to accomplish?
I think when you look at the Broncos, the thing that always sticks out to a lot of people is just how poor the rushing attack was. It's fascinating that you put out those numbers and go, honestly, they weren't that far off from being the top 10 rushing offense. I think that one of the things that I'm going to look for is rushing attempts. It's one of those things where you have run the football on your sheet. The Broncos last year were 19th in attempts. That had them at 456 attempts. In order to get to the top 10, they need 481. That's just 25 more attempts.
I thought you were going to say 500 something. That's nothing at all.
That is just 25 more attempts to get them in the top 10 of rushing attempts. And maybe if JK doesn't go down, they reach that top 10 status. I'm looking for them to get more rushing attempts next year, and I think they're going to be able to do it.
That's such a good number. And again, it's sort of the same theme. They're not that far off. I think if Jonah is who this show, led by Cecil, believes he's going to be, that's easy to get to. They should triple, quadruple that by just giving the ball to the rookie when JK's not playing.
Yeah, let JK have a breather. Part of keeping JK Dobbins healthy, in my opinion, is getting Jonah Coleman 3-4 carries a game. Just make it happen.
And then he earns more as he shows what he's capable of.
And JK stays fresh. You know what would be great? Unleashing J.K. Dobbins in the postseason. Because once the playoffs are here, it's like, go for it, baby.
Then it's his job.
Here's
100%.
25 carries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And J.K. Dobbins is a top 5 back in the league when he's healthy. He's never healthy, but he's a top 5 back when he's healthy. Get him to the postseason and then just say, J.K., go get it.
They need a Bubby Briss. Like, John, you take time off. Just chill. I'll do all the heavy lifting. Then when the postseason starts, you come in and take the spotlight back.
I like that.
Now we're just doing it in the running back room.
I like that.
So, love that number, Alex.
I have one more to make Kevin really happy.
Okay.
And this is bring in the football. This is to all of our wide receivers. You cannot be the second team in the NFL with the highest drop rate at 10%. I need that number to go down by half. That would put them within like the top 5 in terms of drop rate in the NFL. No reason that this team can't drop a 10% drop rate to 5.
You're right. The haters want to focus on overthrows, but those drops weren't helping any case either of moving the ball downfield. Tony in South Dakota is checking in on the RamosLaw.com text line. Says, happy Tuesday, Dover and Cecil. Tribe roll call. I'm cleaning cabins today in Black Hills for my company, Tidy Ship Cleaning. Can't wait for the Broncos training camp to start and get one of those unfinished business shirts. Oh, and he's got some unfinished business, so here we come. So Tony in South Dakota is fired up for a little Broncos action. We have a mower out here. Mowing I-70 for CDOT out near Strasburg in the Eastern Plains. Thanks for the radio content, good radio content, to keep the day going. Go Broncos. Matt in Strasburg.
Nice. Dan on our YouTube chat, powered by Sean Ponda, says, headed up the highway to meet my new boss, principal, at my new school as a teacher and coach north of Boise. Love the scenery, love the job, and love the tribe. To the best sports show in the world. Thank you.
Do you think he'll stream the show with the new class?
Of course.
Get them involved. You got to let us know when they're listening so we could be on our best behavior.
Right. I won't.
We're idiots.
I won't make those double entendres as much when the kids are listening.
That's exactly right. And how about mowing out to Strasburg? Strasburg, 3A state champs this year in basketball. My boy Colton getting it done up
Respect,
there.
man. Respect.
Nice work, Strasburg. All right, we'll get to as many of those texts and Tribe roll call moments over on our Tribe chat fueled by Sean Ponda at youtube.com/DenverSports plus the RamosLaw.com text line at 303-713-1043. We said yesterday we were going to talk a little bit more about Kyle Freeland and Ryan Feltner, 2 Rockies pitchers that, to put it bluntly, stink. What would it look like without them? That's coming up next.
They're back. Our free limited edition Training Camp 2026 t-shirts. We currently have drops at various Santiago's Mexican restaurants across the metro area. Limit 1 per person while supplies last. For more details and to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt.
Cecil Lammy here for my friends at SodaDietAndNutrition.com. Listen, 5 years ago, I lost 60 pounds with soda, and I'm never going back. Why? Because soda was there for me with a personalized nutritionist and a diet plan specifically structured for me. Soda teaches you how to let go of the weight and keep it off for a lifetime, and that's why I can lose that 60 pounds, and I'm never going to gain it back. There are no shots, no pills, no lifetime dependency. This is just real food with expert guidance and habits that last. That's why soda is there for you like they were there for me. Get your 4 weeks free when you call 866-800-SODA and mention the fan. That's right. Get 4 weeks free. Call 866-800-SODA and mention the fan. You got the things that can work for you with soda. 4 weeks free is available now. Call 866-800-SODA and mention the fan. Mention me, Cecil Lammy, there as well. Get right for the rest of the summer. It's SodaDietNutrition.com because soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
House calls? It's 2026. Doctors and lawyers don't make house calls anymore, right? Not true, actually. At 303 Law 4040, we always tell you about how we want to meet with you in person. Now, generally that means, yes, you come and meet my lovely wife, Kimberly, and I in our Denver Tech Center offices. But sometimes you're hurt, you're seriously injured. You're either still in the hospital or you can't move around, you don't have a car yet. And it's important to get a plan in place quickly when these things happen. So we'll come out, we'll do a house call. Heck, we had one house call recently. The dog came out and took a little ride in the DeLorean. It was fantastic. I'll bring the DeLorean to the house, but we're here to help. And actually, my lovely wife, Kimberly, says that's one of the best parts of the job is when we get to spend time together in somebody's living room, helping them out as they're in a tough spot because they were injured in an accident. So if you need us, go ahead, save that number in your phone, 303-LAW-4040. That's 303-LAW. 4040.
Hey guys, it's Mark Schlereth. I just made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. I went to Cutarelli Vision and had refractive lens exchange, RLE. I wore glasses for distance vision, but I got to that inevitable point in life where I was always needing those reading glasses just to do about anything, and half the time I couldn't find them. Seeing menus, texting, reading my computer, or studying film, it was a struggle. But now I see the world perfectly, near and far, without any glasses, thanks to Cutarelli Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you and RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at ColoradoRLE.com. Cutarelli Vision RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. ColoradoRLE.com.
At Wayback Burgers, freshness isn't a slogan. It's the way they do everything. Their beef is never frozen and always cooked to order. The chicken, hand-breaded and cooked to order every time. And don't forget their hand-dipped shakes and those legendary cheese curds. Try the new strawberry hibiscus lemonade or dive into their chicken bacon ranch bowls. Your choice of fries or lettuce as the base. But hurry, these summer favorites are only available through August 29th. Wayback Burgers. Freshness you can taste.
Hey, it's Phil Lindsay here. Do you need a new roof, gutters, or exterior needs? Monarch is your one-stop shop, backed by 16 years of experience and over 10,000 satisfied customers. Their in-house insurance team fights for you, and their white glove service means every detail is handled with care. Competitive pricing, award-winning craftsmanship, and the only roofer the Denver Broncos chose to endorse. A proud member of Team Dave Logan, make the call to your home team, Monarch Construction and Roofing, the official roofer of the Denver Broncos.
Whatever the forecast, aches and pains can cloud up a perfect day. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief, so you're ready for sunny skies ahead. Use as directed.
Stream Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's Dover and Cecil on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, we are going to talk a little bit of Colorado Rockies, about their battle last night with Washington. Came up a little short. I'm going to the game tonight. First Rockies game in a while, so I'm fired up for that.
It's not going to be 100 degrees?
It's going to be close, but we have a plan. And our seats are Our seats are covered. So
Okay, I was going to say, it get pretty hot if you're not in covered seats out at Coors Field.
So we do have a little plan to try to avoid some of that heat. And I actually got one for you, too. Those like towels that you put over your neck.
Oh, nice.
I got one for you for training camp. So we'll both have one, and we're going to wear them tonight. So we'll be locked in.
That's awesome. So we can like put them in ice water and then put them around our
Just
necks?
Hold it around your neck. I wear it on the golf course. It's real nice.
Nice.
So the Rockies lose last night to the Nationals, 7-3 the final. Kyle Freeland was on the bump as the starting pitcher, and he took his 9th loss of the season. Kyle's now 2-9 and gave up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, struck out 4, and walked a couple, and then got into a little argument with one of the National players because he ran over the pitching mound. And Kyle Freeland said, what do you say, like, respect that one time. I saw somebody trying to do the lip reading on social media.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, all right, I kind of get that, Kyle Freeland. But you're not as tough as you think you are.
Hey, when your ERA can go below 7, then you can start talking crap, Kyle.
Fair point, Kevin.
Right.
Until then, zip it.
It's scoreboard, man. That's the ultimate scoreboard.
Yeah, the guy could have just literally pointed at the scoreboard. So we talked about yesterday the 2 names in Freeland and Feltner, and 2 guys that are just pretty bad right now for the Colorado Rockies. I actually sort of liked what Feltner's stuff was. He's just never, ever really been able to put it together. He's got an ERA over 5. Kyle's got that ERA over 7. And Kevin did some of the number crunching for us, who these guys are. Kyle Freeland's given up the most earned runs in baseball. Not the National League, not the National League
In
West.
all of Major League
in
Baseball.
all of baseball.
Wow.
With 76.
That's not great, Bob.
Lorenzen, who luckily you guys let me bail on as my ride or die Rocky, has given up 67 earned runs and the most hits in baseball with 134.
134
for Michael Lorenzen.
Wow.
It's a combined 143 runs between I keep saying Feltner, but mean Lorenzen, between those 2 pitchers, and have been absolutely brutal. Again, we know what the Rockies are. If you take these 2 off and just put a 500 pitcher in their place, doesn't change much for who the Colorado Rockies are. But how different do we feel about what the future could be without these 2 dudes on the team? And I know everybody loves Kyle, but we got to get over the fact that he went from Thomas Jefferson and realize that ship sailed about 2 years ago, and it's time to let him go.
Does everybody love Kyle or do they love winning? Because I would prefer winning. So basically what you're setting up here is they're a couple of pitchers away.
Well, from being pretty significantly better, right?
Right.
I mean, we're talking about 143 runs.
I know that's a big thing to say. Oh, it's only 2 pitchers.
Right.
They're only 2 pitchers away from being something.
They've had like 2 good pitchers in the entire history.
Right,
of the
exactly.
franchise.
But, sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. Maybe they can find it, and maybe they need to be thinking about moving on from Kyle. I'm not sure if everybody does love Kyle anymore. Again, I think that ship has sailed.
How long does the feel-good story last when he gets beat up every time he plays?
Well, Kevin Kistner, you are a Rockies guy because you love him so much. It's not something you're still attached to. Hey, he plays. He's from here. Like, yeah, okay, big deal.
No,
Didn't some lady tell you that?
I was somewhere.
And she said, all they need to do is get some guy that grew up in Colorado.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You got to find pitching from
You told that
someone-
story yesterday.
From someone from Colorado that grew up here, went to high school here, maybe played some college here, and then you draft that guy, and he'll know how to pitch here. Well, we did that. The Rockies did that, and it worked for a little, but now it's just the worst it's ever looked.
It's identify the problem, admit you have the problem,
right,
and then figure out how you fix that problem. Can't do anything about it right now, and nobody is going to want to trade for Kyle Freeland or Michael Lorenzen at this point. So you just take the lumps, figure you made the mistake by going and getting Michael Lorenzen and allowing Kyle Freeland to stay on this roster. And then look, I'm not even mad about the approach that DePodesta had this year, and with the assistance of Josh Burns. Go get a 37-year-old pitcher in Sugano that can prove it and know that it's only a one-year experiment while you still try to figure out what your long-term plan is. So if you're going to replace Kyle Freeland and Michael Lorenzen next year with the 37, 38-year-old reliable pitcher like Sugano has been, that's a major upgrade for the Rockies. And I know that's much easier said for me than done from them.
Right, but it's also part of the Moneyball strategy of, go get you an old pitcher that's reliable. And Sugano, I've had zero issues whenever you hear that he's up and he's out there pitching for your Colorado Rockies because, again, seasoned veteran, seen a lot, pitched a lot. Old arms are out there, you know what I mean? And if that's something you have to rotate through every year, so be it. You have to figure out this pitching somehow, some way, and if that's part of their strategy, I say good.
Someone texted in, nickname should be Kyle Freerun. More like Kyle Freerun. That's
Am I right,
good.
fellas? Yeah.
That's from a Kansas listener out there. So, yeah, it's just been disappointing with both of them. Lorenzen, obviously I thought that was going to be a lot different than it actually was, and he's had bad outing after bad outing, and it all started on the home opener, day one, when we were down there getting ready for the home opener, and he got banged up by, was it Philly? The Phillies, I think, was opening day. Just absolutely destroyed Michael Lorenzen, and he never recovered. So, yes, it is a tough task, and they haven't been able to do it at all. But, man, it's good work, Kevin, highlighting these two dudes specifically. Michael Lorenzen, Kyle Freeland, just absolutely terrible every time they take the bump.
Well, you know what else, too? If you take away these two guys, the Rockies would be plus 49 in run differential.
Wow. When's the last time they were plus anything in run differential outside of day one, game one?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how the Rockies' record doesn't show how good this team really is.
Or could be.
This
The
team is
potential
fun to
that's there.
watch. They're actually better than we realize.
Yeah.
They're right there.
I'm fired up to go tonight. There was another Rockies rumor that The Athletic floated out about trading Hunter Goodman. I'm still not in the business of trading Hunter Goodman. I can't do it. Won't do it right now. It's a trade with the Red Sox where the Rockies would get some prospects back. Conley Early, a left-handed pitcher. Kyson Witherspoon, who's naming these people? A right-handed pitcher, Marcelo Mayer, a shortstop, and Carlos Navarez, who is a catcher that could possibly replace, but you're not going to get the production in it. Kevin, you looked at it. These aren't even their top prospects. So, again, I'm not in the business of trading Hunter Goodman, and then you tell me I'm not even getting top prospects back. I'm hanging up on you, and I'm blocking your number. Just not the right play.
Yeah, Witherspoon, he'd be their number 4 ranked prospect in their system right now. But I want top-notch guys. I know. I'll take the number 4 guy, but I want 1, 2, and 3 too.
Yeah, yeah. 4's the back end of the deal.
Like I want 1 and 2 guys. Maybe here's what I'm thinking: is if the White Sox need a catcher too. Hey, we'll give you Goodman. Give us one of those top 3 prospects that you drafted over the last few years.
Yeah,
give us one of them. Then we'll talk. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we are not in the business of trading a good player for your 5th best prospect. That's just bad baseball business, and I'm going to knock on wood for it that hopefully that's over down there at 20th and Blake. All right, hour 1 done. Quarter 2 coming at you. We're going to get to that game that we were playing yesterday, this fun game. Oh, so fun. I got 3 more questions for Cecil Lammy to bounce off of him. The first one is, are we sure, like 100% positive, that the Broncos are going to win double-digit games? That's coming at you next.
Is there a current Bronco that could jump into the NFL's top 100 list next year?
It's R.J. Harvey.
Wow, really?
Yeah, 12 touchdowns as a rookie. If he does that again, 10 to 12 to 15 touchdowns, and if he pushes for 1,000 all-purpose yards, which he should easily, if he pushes for 1,500 all-purpose yards, which he could, we're talking 700 receiving, 700 rushing. That's not out of the realm of possibility for R.J. Harvey. So because of that, with Harvey's playmaking ability on a team that's going to win, 13-plus games, you could see R.J. Harvey on this top 100 list as well.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, Dr. Joseph Ramos is both a doctor and a lawyer, combining legal and medical expertise. He can help. Ramos Law, the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. RamosLaw.com.
Denver Deck Builders can absolutely build you a great deck, but as their owner, Ron Gibbs, explained to me, they can do so much more.
Well, sometimes people want a roof over it. Sometimes they'll want a kitchen, hot tub. But whatever the family needs are, the bottom line is they're wanting to spend time outside in a little bit different environment than their kitchen table. They're with their kids, their friends, and they're enjoying building relationships and building memories.
Start planning your dreams with Denver Deck Builders. Go to ddbonthefan.com.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696. And manage your diabetes as easy as...
Hi, this is Larry Jager with SCL Mortgage. It's home buying season in Colorado, and we can offer you the best loan program at the best available rate. Visit us at myspecialmortgage.com or call 303-790-2222, NMLS number 1200716.
Hi, I'm Donnie, owner of Fitness Gallery, where we believe there's nothing more important than your health. We've just celebrated our 27th year in business. Thank you for your continued support.
Hey, Broncos country, I'm Terrell Davis. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. Work out on your schedule from the privacy of your own home.
At Fitness Gallery, we have the nation's lowest prices on the highest quality products that stand the test of time.
Imagine this. No more wasting time in traffic, no more crowded gyms.
Is your health telling you it's time to lose weight? High blood pressure, rising cholesterol, joint pain, or more medications don't have to be your future. Colorado Fat Loss can help people lose 20 to 40 pounds naturally in about 60 days and keep it off. Schedule a free consultation at coloradofatloss.com. That's coloradofatloss.com.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
July is America's 250th birthday, so declare your independence from low testosterone at Low T Center. Start with a free T test, stay on the treatment for 90 days, and receive $250 back. It's the Low T Center 250 for 250. Celebrating freedom. Visit them at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Lunch hits different with us. You're locked into KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. This is Dover and Cecil, brought to you by Wayback Burgers. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents.
Tribe and Chuckle Roll Call. Who are you? Where are you? And what are you doing for a buck out there today? Hit us up on the RamosLaw.com text line at 303-713-1043. Use your name on the end of your text. It's going to get a better shot for you to get that text read. Or if you're watching the show on YouTube, what up, YouTube?
Hey, YouTube.
YouTube.com/DenverSports. Chomp Honda, powering our tribe chat. So get in over there, make friends in the comment section. We were talking about Kyle Freeland, and I want to get into believe it or not, but our guy Jose from Reunion, he just said, I hit a homer off of Freeland in high school, but now it doesn't feel as cool. Love the show. Go Broncos. You know what? For Jose in Reunion, hitting a dong off of Kyle Freeland, it's for you. Jose. Yeah, we've never done it for a listener's home run before. That was sweet.
Hey, we'll do it for anybody. Hey, you just hit a homer off Kyle Freeland. Yeah.
I mean, dude, you hit a home run off of a Major League Baseball pitcher. I get why you're saying it's not cool and it's a funny line, but I'd still tell everybody that.
It's a major award.
Yeah. Blair Wilson scored 44 on me, and I tell people about it. Because he was the best Buffs player in a long time.
You share a relationship with whatever the basketball player was.
Linus Kleza.
Yeah, Linus Kleza.
What is it called? Eskimo? Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's weird that I'm proud of that, but I am. All right, I want to get into this game. A little believe it or not. We had some fun with it yesterday, and I still had some categories to roll over. So, you and I both did it. We all do it when the schedule comes out. Go through each game, pick our winners, and add up the W's at the end. And how many did they get to? Well, we all did it, and we all got to double-digit wins. I was at 11, and again, what were we at, 12? 13. Kevin was also at 13. Alex, we weren't with you then, so we're going to have to get your number as well at some point. But are we 100% certain? We definitely, with 100% certainty, believe that the Broncos are going to win double-digit games.
100%.
Like, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Everybody stays healthy, and you know what I mean. But like, that's double-digit wins are what the Broncos are going to do. I mean, your worst-case scenario is a 10-win season. And by the way, 10 wins does not get you in the postseason.
No, it doesn't.
So you could miss the playoffs this year with a 10-win total, and that's why when you look at the conference, the New England Patriots could go from Super Bowl, which they didn't deserve to be at, by the way. They could go from Super Bowl to out of the postseason and even win 10 games. So, like, I think the Broncos, you've got to win your division. And if you are a team like New England, you've got to win your division as well, because 10 doesn't get you anything in the AFC. NFC might be a different story, but in the AFC, you've got to push for, 11, 12, 13 more just to get in the postseason. It is definitely a murderer's row in this conference.
I was just counting kind of on the schedule of like games. I'm like, I feel pretty confident that they win those games. I even go like splits with LA and Kansas City, but you're going to beat up on Arizona. They suck. You're going to beat up on Carolina, although they're a little bit better. They're still not good. You're going to beat up on Pittsburgh. You're going to beat up on Las Vegas. You're going to beat up on Miami. You're going to beat up on New York, the Jets version of it. So you know what I mean? Like, there's like 9 wins that I feel pretty confident they're already at.
Yeah.
And they're going to find a way to win a couple of more of those games as well. So
yeah.
I'm going to go with you 100%. We believe it. They're going to win double-digit games again.
Believe it or not.
Thank you, George. All right, Cecil. Believe it or not, they will win the AFC West again.
Believe it or not, they need to. You know what I mean? I want to put eyes on Kansas City this year. I want to see what they look like. Mahomes coming back. Like, I want to see what that looks like. And I'm not saying that the Chiefs are better or anything. Don't at me, bro. But I will say this. I believe that they will win the AFC West, but I'm here to take it another step. To get to the Super Bowl, we've got the blueprint, right? My blueprint includes an AFC West title because that secures you this division. It secures you a home game at least. I'm not saying number 1 seed in the AFC again.
Sure.
If they're able to do that, that's awesome. The fact that they were able to do it last year was incredible. But your home field advantage is too critical, which means you need to win the AFC West this year.
I'm going to go, I will believe it, that they can win the AFC West and will win the AFC West. I know who the Chargers are. I'm going to give some more respect to LA for the first time in a long time because of Mike McDaniels. I think he's a really good offensive coach, a really good game planner, play caller, and is going to help take Justin Herbert to another level where he's already an elite quarterback.
And he makes a hell of a cup of coffee because he looks like a barista.
He does.
And he vapes on the sideline. So
that's right. And he's dating Madison beers.
If it is vape, it might be something else.
Ooh,
You never know.
reefer. Might make him cooler. I'd respect him more, to be honest. So I got some respect more than I've ever had for LA.
Yeah.
They
still choke.
Right, and they're still choke artists. I think Kansas City's going to be better. All right, so Travis Swift spends all summer getting married and doing the things that he's doing, so he's going to be a better football player now. I have a hard time believing that.
Right.
And I still have to see it with my eyes how Patrick responds to that knee, and I can't wait for Nick Bonito to be the first one to light his ass up
Exactly.
in week number 1.
Yeah,
so
let him
I'm
have
going, we believe it. They're winning the West.
Believe it or not.
All right, and lastly, so I guess if we both feel the same way, this answer is probably yes as well. They are hosting a playoff game to start the postseason.
Yeah, they are hosting a playoff game, and a power field at Mile High will be off the chain, as the big fella would say, because the standard is back. I'm getting chills just saying that. And I've said it before, but the standard that we all know that, and I've told ZB this multiple times, like ZB over the years, I'm like, dude, I know we're a Broncos town, but it's not the way it needs to be. It is now, and I'm very happy that Zach Bai gets to experience what Broncos country is really like.
Yeah.
Because this is the way it is. The last 10 years between Super Bowl 50 and Bo Nix, it's like, okay, that's awful. That's not what this team is. That's not what this town is. Broncos country is back. So having that home playoff game, at least one, it'll be awesome and amazing because I dare you. Buffalo, cute. New England, hacks. I dare you to come to Denver and try to beat this team. We'll beat your ass.
Oh, I can't wait for the season to start.
Can't want a helmet
for the season to start. Can I hit somebody?
Can I just wear a helmet and go hit like a sled?
You know, we do
please?
like a media basketball game, or we've done it twice. I don't know if they're going to bring it back. The coaches beat us by 100 points. We have done a media soccer game.
Yeah.
They would never let us do a media football game, right?
No, not even, well, maybe like flag football or something.
That still seems pretty dangerous with these out-of-shape guys.
I think it would be dangerous because there's a couple of Denver media members I would clothesline.
Yeah.
I might do it out at training camp just because.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a football game would really separate you had some time in sports versus, you've never touched a ball.
Well, you got to be careful because, maybe some former Division I athletes out there.
Or Alex just had like a skills competition. Remember at they used to put the blue chalk on the football and throw it down. What was that called? Like the Pro Bowl games or something?
Yeah, like a skills competition.
Yeah, that would be
quarterback
pretty sweet.
competition.
I'd love to see some people doing that.
That'd be pretty cool. Like have the golf carts with the targets and you're trying to hit them.
And there's points for each target.
I think we could do that. And that prevents us from, going to physical violence because there's some people with bad opinions on Bo Nix that need to slap upside their head.
The little middle of the field drill. Who runs over? Who's the hit?
I wouldn't mind a little Oklahoma drill. I mean, come on, let's go old school, right?
Sean would love that. Sean would love to see us do that.
Hey, Dad, let me get Mark Schlereth in here.
I'm not going against Schlereth, but there's a couple other guys I wouldn't mind going against.
That'd be awesome.
All right, good stuff there. A little fun game. Got a few more. We'll get to those a little bit later on in the program. But we've got to talk about Alex Singleton. We're breaking down a Broncos player every day ahead of camp. We talked about his partner in Justin Strnad yesterday. So what's left for Alex Singleton? How much does he have left in the tank? And will he hit 100 tackles again this year? We're answering those questions next.
They're back. Our free limited edition Training Camp 2026 t-shirts. We currently have drops at various Santiago's Mexican restaurants across the metro area. Limit one per person while supplies last. For more details and to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt.
Gentlemen, what's going on? Josh Dover here to talk to you about my friends and team over at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic that completely changed my life about 3 years ago. I was tired every morning. Felt like I was getting some good sleep, but had brain fog. Didn't have enough energy to even do my little home workout to make me feel good throughout the day. I wondered what that was. I originally just chalked it up to getting older. Well, that's not the case. As you get older, your body stops to produce the amount of testosterone that it did in your younger days, and that's where Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can come in and help. It's exactly what they did for me. Now I'm sharper at work. You could even be better in the bedroom if that's an issue, because T levels have to do with your libido and sex drive. So what do? You go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com, or you call them today at 720-440-7900 and just set up your first appointment. That appointment's going to cost you $99, but if you do what I did, which is sign up for testosterone appointment the day of, they'll waive the $99. You'll get your first pain-free booster shot, and in about 14 days, you'll start to feel the difference. That brain fog's going away. Your libido is coming back, and you've got energy to perform throughout the day. So if you're feeling any of those symptoms, don't just chalk it up to old age. It's not going to get better, but it will at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Kwiat Diamonds, a legacy of brilliance since 1907.
We're proud at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood to have been chosen as Colorado's exclusive Kwiat diamond jeweler.
From Kwiat's Mine to Shine diamond, the natural diamond cut, polished, and designed just for you.
To Kwiat's red carpet collections of designer jewelry, including American Beauty, Lyric, and Kwiat Star. They're all here.
Kwiat diamond rings and diamond studs, Kwiat diamond bracelets, and Riviera necklaces have long been the toast of Fifth Avenue.
Because Kwiat's whiter, brighter, and larger looking diamonds cut to the world's highest standards.
I'm Dylan Williams. Shayna and I invite you to come experience the breathtaking beauty of Kwiat diamond jewelry for yourself.
Or the one you love.
For the American beauty in your life.
At Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, Colorado's exclusive Kwiat jeweler.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Don't worry, Dan. I have full coverage. Did you know that full coverage probably doesn't mean what most people thinks it means? Full coverage is generally just for your car. And if you don't have other coverages to protect you in the case you get hit by somebody else, well, then you're just straight up gambling that the bad driver that hit you has good insurance, and you don't want to do that. 15% of the drivers out there don't have any insurance at all. Others only have the minimum, when for pennies on the dollar, you can have the coverage that protects you in case somebody else smacks into you. Medical payments coverage. I saw a lady come in the office the other day, $25,000 in med pay coverage. Absolutely what you want. It was only $31 for the entire 6 months of the policy. It was another $100 or so for the UIM coverage she needed. She had over $100,000 in coverage there. You definitely want to have that. You protect other drivers if you hit them. You also need to protect yourself in case they hit you. Any questions at all, just call us. 303-LAW-4040. Jacob's Law, 303-LAW-4040.
Guys, are you looking for a simple solution to hair loss this summer? Get Advanced Hair's breakthrough one-day treatment during their once-yearly summer savings event. Your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day, and Advanced Hair guarantees it will grow. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar during Advanced Hair's best offer ever. For details and a free consultation, call 720-459-HAIR or at advancedhair.com.
One Wheel Broncos talk. Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's Dover and Cecil on Denver Sports 104.3.
In 115, we're breaking down a Broncos player. or a position group. And ultimately, I think it's coming at some point next week. We're getting 2 coaches and coordinators. We're going to break down what they are, what we expect, and roles for both Sean and Davis Webb. But today and for the rest of this week, we're on the defensive side of the ball and specifically looking at linebackers. We talked about Justin Strnad yesterday. We're both fans of what he's turned into after just being a special teams player. And you've said it, Cecil, and you're spot on. Of like, no, he can't get on the field defensively, only on special teams as a gunner. And that changed a year ago.
He changed it. Yep.
He changed it. So we're big fans of what he's been able to do. We're big fans of what Alex Singleton has done. But really my questions for Alex is just about like what's left. Does Alex Singleton have another 100 tackle season in that body? Because every time his body stays right, he goes over 100 tackles.
Right.
And it's not like 101 either. It's 128. It's 148.
Right.
Like this dude is a tackling machine, is Alex Singleton, if his body stays right. So I know last year it was a cancer, and a testicular cancer that he overcame, and he's a literal freaking hero
Only
for that.
missed a game.
A stud for that. And then did the dance, remember? The one ball.
The one ball dance?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if he's right, I got a lot of faith that this guy's going to be just fine. Is his body going to stay right now as he's well into his 30s?
Yeah, dude beat cancer, so we're all rooting for Alex Singleton as always. So, yeah, can he get over 100 tackles again? I think that's almost a given. Provided that he stays healthy, he's going to be out there doing his thing as the eyes for Vance Joseph on the field. And while he can be better in coverage, we know that as a run stuffer and kind of just getting everybody in the right position, he's excellent at that. So that's why he will maintain his role as a starter, and we'll maintain our expectations for Singleton to be over a 100 tackle guy because that's just who he is.
He's going to be 33 as the season gets into December. So, again, he's not this, like, crazy old player. But, you know, after that 31, 32 season, you start to see things drop off rather than peak back up. And we'll hope that Alex can hang on for another year or two. Again, his coverage ability not being great, he's only has 3 career interceptions. So when I talked about takeaways with you earlier, I can't go, Alex has to ramp it up. He's not fast enough to stay with tight ends, certainly not fast enough to stay with running backs coming out of the backfield. But you know what he can be better at? And I mentioned this to you earlier. He's only got 5 career fumble recoveries. How is a guy that's always around the ball not landing on the ball more often than 5 times in a pretty healthy NFL career?
Because he's the guy wrapping up the player.
So he's holding them up while guys are coming in.
And somebody else is pouncing on the ball.
Well, then
maybe that's a spitball answer, but like
then
that,
also
that could
like
be it.
he can be that guy punching because he only got 3 career forced fumbles as well. Interceptions, I'm not going to expect anything, and nobody should from Alex. But fumbles and fumble recoveries, he can be and needs to be better.
Yeah, and well, that's the thing. The guys up front help him tremendously, and they always do when you have great defensive line and defensive tackles specifically, freeing the big bodies from getting on your inside linebackers. So if those guys maybe hold up somebody, that's where Singleton can come in with that punch. Or if Strnad beats him to the play, that's where he can come in with that punch, and then Singleton can get those turnovers. And turnovers, the way VJ has emphasized this, I think we all know the Broncos defense, right? We know them, we've seen them, we appreciate them, we love them. I don't think we've seen what this version's going to be because the emphasis has been there so much. Vance Joseph almost just breaking guys over the head, like you're getting more turnovers. You're getting more turnovers. I kind of want to see what that looks like and how do they maybe change their approach to attacking that ball carrier and where it's 11 guys to 1. It's everybody to the football all the time. And you do that, you have these type of athletes on that same page, it means you're going to automatically generate more turnovers.
I'll ask a question that you ask a lot with Alex. Have we seen the best of?
Yeah.
And if the answer is yes, does he have a shelf life of like one more year of being that guy, or is it all downhill from now on?
We're on the downhill part.
Okay.
I'll say that. I don't think that he can maintain this level for like 2 more. I think
we're on like the 16th tee box.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to golf right away. Yeah. There you go. I think we're looking at perhaps the final year of what I would call quality starting ability from Alex Singleton, and I could be totally wrong. And I'd be happy being totally wrong. But Father Time is undefeated. So when does Father Time catch up? He's gaining. Let's just say that.
Well, you know what? They were interested in Breece Hall. Rumors of Jalen Waddle a year ago, knowing that, hey, you're lacking in those positions.
Yep.
If we start to see Alex hit a wall or not look the same, maybe that's a point of trade focus for one George Payton of using some future draft picks and maybe going and getting a little bit younger in that linebacker room.
If Dre Greenlaw was worth a damn, how would that have changed things? Think about that. Like, if Dre Greenlaw was worth a damn and it's like, wow, this is a great Bronco. If he was like Talanoa Hufanga, right? And you're like, what a great Bronco. You got to keep this guy around. If Dre Greenlaw was worth a damn, doesn't that mean Dre Greenlaw and Justin Strnad might be your linebackers?
So they would have got rid of Alex.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. I'm just saying.
Or maybe not got rid of, but not a starter.
Right. And it's just one of those questions we don't know the answer to. We know what the answer is now, but we can't really backtrack that way. But they've been trying. They've been taking swipes at ILBs. They've been adding off-ball linebackers. Dre Greenlaw, he's like that Lamborghini in Dumb and Dumber. It's like $150,000. Might want to hold on to that one. All those Countachs are worth more than that now. But anyway, so it's like for me, I go, okay, they've made those efforts to basically replace Singleton. Morgan Freeman voice. They did not replace Singleton. He's been irreplaceable. That's going to happen eventually, but not right now.
I honestly don't have a lot of issues with Alex Singleton if he's not asked to do something he can't do. They've put him in bad positions because they wanted Dre on the field, and then you ask Alex to cover a tight end or a running back that he has no business trying to chase down, and that's when I always say, well, we only see Singleton 49 on the back because he's always chasing a ball carrier.
Right.
Just don't ask him to do that. Don't put guys in position to fail at things they're not good at doing. That's the beauty of Justin getting this elevation, that he can take all that responsibility.
What an amazing concept.
Yeah, right.
Hey, what do you do well? Just do that. And what do you not do well? Don't do that.
Let's not ask you to do things you're not good at.
Right.
That seems pretty simple to me. We'll see if that follows suit with this defense and Vance Joseph. And like I said, if it's not good, well then make a trade. Do something for the future. We talk about it a lot, and it's offense for defense, but I've been saying they're going to trade Marvin Mims since the season ended.
Right.
You're really desperate at linebacker, you could probably get a pretty significant piece trading a dude like Marvin Mims on the way out.
And that's the thing. With George Payton, we know that they're not ever really done. And that's the thing when we get to the trade deadline. This team is a Super Bowl contender right now. What do Super Bowl contenders do? Add. They add. They keep adding. They don't sit and rest on their laurels. Don't even know what that is, but that sounds good. They do not rest on their laurels, and George Payton is certainly not going to do that.
We were talking about the Oklahoma drill.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah.
Somebody says it's not fair if we pick Evans on the Oklahoma drill. I wouldn't want to hit Mike Evans. And he's got that big old rump. He might be the one doing the hitting.
Mike Evans could box out an elephant with that gigantic ass that he has. And those mom jeans.
You know what I'm also thinking about? The Oklahoma drill of like Schlereth, Evans, and even Stokely getting up in a healthy amount of time before I'm just running by them is I like my odds.
You like your chances?
I like my chances to get by them before Schlereth's even up in an upright position. And if he is, I'm dead. But if he's not, he's never going to catch me.
Yeah, if he gets his hands on you, he's going
to
break your ribs like he did to Huff.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't even think Huff made any money off of that. He just got hurt. I had to call Dan Jacobs if you slam me down like that.
Give me some of that Schlereth money.
That's exactly right. All right, good stuff there. We'll continue that conversation and revisit the Alex Singleton conversation a little bit later on in the show. Davis Webb's going to get a chance to call plays. Will he fix the lack of scoring problem that the Broncos had on opening drives of the first and second halves? Should Sean still get to script those plays? Maybe you'll change your mind when you hear what the numbers were. Coming up next.
Should Nuggets fans pump the brakes about Trevin Brazil despite his summer league success?
What you're seeing is real. Him making shots. You're seeing his athleticism on display. I don't think he's going to be playing for the Denver Nuggets anytime soon. He's not a basketball player. He's an athlete. He is mistake prone. He has very little feel for the game. Now, he'll do something every handful of possessions that's like, okay, you can't teach that. And then there's 7 other possessions where it's like, oh, man, he didn't, like, rotate there defensively. Or, oh, you can't have that turnover. Or, like, oh, what were you thinking there?
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
I'm excited about it. You know, these cutting-edge things that are new in medicine now, I'm all in on it. I'm all in on QC Kinetics. It works.
Henry Hinton decided to check out QC Kinetics regenerative treatments for his aching knees after seeing a close friend have amazing results without going under the knife.
I have a friend that started this, which is one of the reasons that I decided to do it. He could not play golf anymore, and he went to QC Kinetics and started having the treatments, and he's back golfing like 3 days a week. He couldn't play at all.
QC Kinetics gets you back to doing what you love, using your own natural biologics to help heal and restore damaged joints. Long-term relief that puts a guy back on the golf course.
You know, I've had one treatment so far, and I can already tell a difference. QC Kinetics works. I'm excited about it.
You're next. Start with a call to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 303-900-8986. That's 303-900-8986. 303-900-8986.
Colorado's 150th birthday. What do you even get the state that has everything? Wildflowers, sunshine, 4 seasons in a single day? Seems like that's covered. How about the new 150th birthday scratch game from the Colorado Lottery? It's loaded with $150 prizes for you and helps give back to Colorado's great outdoors. Happy birthday, old buddy. Don't remember you celebrating my birthday, but I guess you're the big shot here. New 150th birthday scratch. Must be 18 to play.
Hey, it's Phil Lindsay here. Do you need a new roof, gutters, or exterior needs? Monarch is your one-stop shop, backed by 16 years of experience and over 10,000 satisfied customers. Their in-house insurance team fights for you, and their white glove service means every detail is handled with care. Competitive pricing, award-winning craftsmanship, and the only roofer the Denver Broncos chose to endorse. A proud member of Team Dave Logan, make the call to your home team, Monarch Construction and Roofing, the official roofer of the Denver Broncos.
Hey, this is Rob Biandino at BeatTheDA.com. I've handled 7,000 cases, over 300 trials. If you've been injured in a car accident or property damage, you need our help. I handle all my cases personally. I know all the medical experts, all the damage experts to get you the most for your injuries and your damages. If you're injured in an accident, call me. I will go to war for you. The insurance company knows that I'm a trial lawyer. That will get you more money, a better settlement at the end of the day. Give me a ring, 720-706-5151. Hit me up at BeatTheDA.com.
Brandon Stokely here from my friends at Roller Auction. Do you have items you're looking to sell? Since 1976, Roller Auction has been conducting commercial and industrial auctions for Colorado government agencies, Fortune 500 companies, small business owners, secured creditors, individuals, and more. They have a large marketplace to showcase your assets, so don't wait. Visit rollerauction.com for a free consultation and turn those items into some cold, hard cash. Again, go visit them at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts and spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Hey, that's not bacon grilling. That's your living room at 2 p.m. If your home heats up every summer, your windows might be the reason. Infinity by Marvin Windows protect your home from UV rays, solar heat, and help lower energy bills all summer long. Colorado homeowners have trusted Gravina's Window Center of Littleton for 50 years. Right now, you can save 25% on Infinity by Marvin Windows. Visit them at windowsforyourhome.com. That's windowsforyourhome.com.
Feeling stuck? Think bigger. Meet NASA's Meredith McKay and explore space careers, the future of Artemis, and more at the New Frontiers Diplomacy Forum, July 28th at Wings Over the Rockies. Tickets at wingsmuseum.org.
This segment on The Fan is built by Smart Local Union 9.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Dover and Cecil.
So a lot of us have hopes for Davis Webb to come and fix, feels like the wrong word, but upgrade the offense for the Denver Broncos. And one of the things he certainly has to fix is their ability to score on opening drives. Opening drive of the game, opening drive of the second half. One of them's better than the other, and it's still only by about 19 points. But Cecil, first drives of the games for the Denver Broncos, including the Bills playoff game, but not the Patriots game. Kevin didn't throw that in with his numbers here for Kiss My Stats because
Right.
there was no Bo Nix. That's not what the real offense is. And Jarrett Stidham is
not good at football.
Yeah, he's an embarrassment of a backup quarterback. But so we have those 18 games to go off of. The very first drive of game, how they start games, including the playoffs, they only scored 32 points on opening drives. Came in the form of 6 field goals, a couple touchdowns. They punted 6 times. They had 3 turnovers on opening drives and had a field goal blocked on an opening drive as well. That's 32 points to start games. That's just not good enough.
No, not at all.
In second halves, and actually, I'm surprised this number is what it is because it felt like they went backwards more often than they went forward to start the second half. But they actually scored 51 points in opening drives of second halves with 3 field goals, 6 touchdowns, 8 punts, and just 1 turnover. So those numbers tell me, and with what Davis Webb is now involved in, am I crazy to say, all right, Sean, you're still going to be involved. You're still going to have your hands and fingerprints all over what this offense is and wants to do, but you clearly struggled with the first 15. Maybe that's part of that fastball that's been gone from Sean.
Remember I asked Joe Lombardi about that. Like, how do you guys do the first 15?
Yeah.
He's like, it's a committee.
That's exactly right.
Great.
That's basically like Sean tells us what to do, and then we go, yeah, dude.
That's a great idea, Sean. You're the smartest ever, Sean.
He's the thumbs up committee.
You're so big and strong.
Would it be crazy for me to go, all right, Sean, I can see here by 51 points of your second half and 6 touchdowns from the 2 that you had to start the game, that once you get a feel and a grasp and a look at what the opponent wants to do or what their game plan is, Sean's pretty good at dissecting that.
Yeah.
And figuring out how I can take advantage of
Right.
that. So maybe don't take that away from him. But can it be a part of Davis's upgrade and promotion to get to script the first 15? And then Sean decides how they start the second half because the numbers show me that's where Sean's good and lacks to start the games. Or does Sean's ego get in the way of kind of what you're hinting at and go, hell no, you're not going to script the first 15 of a game that I'm starting?
Right. And that's the thing with Sean. It's like he definitely has an ego, which is good. He needs to have one.
Yeah, we all do.
You don't get to that position by being – I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. No, you get to that position because you're like, I'm the man. And that's how Sean Payton's got there because he's the man. But the man needs to kind of take a step back or get a little bit of help from the new man. And the new man is Davis Webb. And I like that idea. And actually, it's kind of a soft sell to Sean where you could be like, hey, Sean, I'm doing the first 15 or I'd like to do the first 15. You never tell Sean what to do. You just ask or try to make it his idea. Sean, what would you think about you calling plays at the beginning of the second half? You're so good, Sean.
That's what it'd be. He could use these numbers.
Right.
Let's send this to Davis. And Sean already knows. Like, hey, no, man, you're so good. When the game starts, like, you're a wizard out there. You dissect it so quick.
Can you help me out when we get into the game plan? I will set it up. I'll do the first 15, Sean. I'm going to make you so happy with that. But can you help me out? And then he'll be like, oh, yeah, you bet I can help you out. And that kind of works into play there because you've got to get off to a fast start. Not only in the season, just in terms of the games, but within the game. You have to get off to a fast start. Now, my mind goes to this, and Kiss My Stats is probably going to get mad at me, so I apologize, Kevin.
He's shaking his head.
How many times I'm doing something terrible to you, brother. How many times when they did those first half drives did they have the ball at the end of the first half? When they started the second half and they had those 6 touchdowns, right? And it was only 8 punts. How many times did they have the momentum? Because Sean loves that. He loves that 4-minute offense at the end of the first half when he knows he's getting the ball at the beginning of the second half. So is that something that caused Sean to have perhaps more success because he had the momentum at the end of the first, take a little break, it's called halftime, come out in the second half, and your ball's to the wall, right? I kind of want to know, and I know, Kevin, that's terrible to try to pull that up, but it's one of those things of like, is it momentum? Is it Sean just understanding the opponent? Like, what is it? Because it's clear, it's obvious as day. There's a significant difference between start of the second half and start of the game.
Well, that's a good question because it was something I always brought to the show on Mondays when they'd struggle or go backwards on their opening drive. That's the same thing. I'm like, why are you deferring? Just take the ball to start the half so that you can dictate the pace of play and set up the terms. And they weren't good at it, but the idea being, you have a 10, 12 play drive. You take 8 minutes off the clock and you put 7 points on the board, they're coming into the game with half the first quarter gone and now down. They might have to throw their first 15 away based on the results of your first 15.
Yeah, and you can change that based on how you attack the beginning of the game. I think the end of the game, that's Sean and that's Bo. Let Bo take over.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix can take over at the end of the game. It's one of the best things, the best qualities that he has as a quarterback. At the beginning of the game, you could use a little help. Use a little help because Sean Payton he was perhaps getting in his own way. And the Seth Wickersham thing, he talked about it with Rich Eisen of like, hey, Sean did the AFC Championship. Sean wasn't sleeping. And Wickersham was privy to his sleep schedule, like his sleep numbers. I don't know if it's sleep number bed or is it sleep
it
app?
was like an app or something.
Yeah, it's on the app of how well he's sleeping. Sean Payton wasn't sleeping. And I've said it multiple times, even this offseason, like, hey, Sean, get some rest. Baby, come on. You're slowing down a little bit. You got to rest up that body. But that AFC Championship week, he was overthinking things. He had 2 plays drawn up. One of those 2 plays was the chest pass play. Oh, it didn't get on time. Like, okay, so you're overthinking things. You have a whole game plan all week long, and then Saturday you're like, let's throw in these 2 plays, and they don't work.
Dude, I haven't even asked you this. I just remembered it. How about the fake punt that Tyler Bidet called off? Tyler Bidet was like, no, we're not doing that. And he put a kibosh on that thing.
Thank God for Tyler Bidet,
right? That's one good thing he's done in a Broncos uniform.
Right.
Alex, you got a number to add to our conversation?
Yeah, I think what led to this entire conversation, I was watching Broncos highlights because I have nothing better to do. And what they were saying when I was watching this was week 11 against the Chiefs. Prior to that drive, the Broncos went 9 straight weeks without recording points on their first drive. So from whatever
That's
that was till
insane.
week 11, there was 9 straight weeks where the Broncos couldn't score in opening drives. That's one of those things you have to look at. And if you're Sean Payton, you go, perhaps I'm doing something wrong if I've gone 9 straight weeks
Well,
without
you know
points.
what? You know what Sean would do if he weren't game planning? So let's just say hypothetically last year it was Lombardi that got to do the
He actually got to do something?
Yeah, he had a responsibility. And then Sean goes, so your job is to come up with the first 15 plays and you haven't scored in 9 straight weeks? That's not your job anymore. Sean would take that from somebody.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't somebody, maybe they already have, taken that from Sean?
Rich Eisen asked the question to Wickersham, is like, why did they take play calling away? Or why does he choose to have Davis Webb call plays? Not his choice. It's not his choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that because it's like there's accountability at every level with the Broncos. There's accountability. And it comes from the very, very tippy top. It comes from Greg Penner on down. And I'm not saying that Greg Penner's like totally got his hands on the wheel and he's taken it away from Sean, but it's like, no, there's an expectation. Sean Payton is very well paid. Very well paid. You're not just going to get by with a billionaire like Greg Penner of being like, no, I'm really good. Trust me. No.
Right.
You are going to have accountability. You are going to have things that you must do. And then that trickles down to everybody else, which is great. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of shame, and there's nothing wrong with a lot of accountability.
Accountability is a great thing to have, and to be held accountable.
You go those 9 straight weeks, you're coming in the office, you're Sean Payton, you see Greg Penner, 9 straight weeks, not having an opening drive score. I could see an exchange happening. Like, hey, what are we doing?
I'm sitting up in that box watching you guys play, and you never get into the red zone or put points on the board within the first 10 minutes of a game.
What would you say you do here?
Yeah, I like that number, Alex, because Sean wouldn't allow it if it were somebody else. Why is he going to allow himself to continue to have that job but not put up or produce the results? All right, we'll revisit that conversation. We'll talk about opening drive scores and how they change that a little bit later on in the show. In the meantime, let's check our X. What's on our Twitter timeline that we want to share with the tribe? I got a couple things, as does Cecil. I have proof that J.J. Watt is not a complete bag 100% of the time, and I found it on Twitter. That's coming up next.
They're back. Our free limited edition Training Camp 2026 t-shirts. We currently have drops at various Santiago's Mexican restaurants across the metro area. Limit 1 per person while supplies last. For more details and to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Denver Deck Builders can absolutely build you a great deck, but as their owner, Ron Gibbs, explained to me, they can do so much more.
Well, sometimes people will want a roof over it. Sometimes they'll want a kitchen, hot tub. But whatever the family needs are, the bottom line is they're wanting to spend time outside in a little bit different environment than their kitchen table. They're with their kids, their friends, and they're enjoying building relationships and building memories.
Start planning your dreams with Denver Deck Builders. Go to ddbonthefan.com.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your savings? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Text SECURE to 989898.
Don't care for my local hometown team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Don't get fooled by out-of-state private equity corporations that are buying local HVAC companies, offering higher prices, bad service, and shady sales tactics. Don't trust your home to someone out of state when you have the best company right here in town. ROX are experts in local energy rebates and tax credits to save you money only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Donnie, owner of Fitness Gallery, where we believe there's nothing more important than your health. We can't stop time, but we can make your day more efficient. And we can help you get fit and stay fit.
Hey, Broncos country, I'm Terrell Davis. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. Work out on your schedule from the privacy of your own home.
At Fitness Gallery, we have the nation's lowest prices on the highest quality products that stand the test of time.
What's up, everybody? Philip Lindsay here. If degenerative joints are trapping you in pain, then you need to go see my friends at Regen RX in Denver, because they can help you reclaim your freedom to move, to explore, and live life on your own terms. Their natural stem cell and PRP therapy uses your body's own healing power to set you free. Pain-free, that is. So get your free consultation today and give them a call at 303-630-9770, or you can visit them online at regenrx.co. And right now, you can get 50% off of your first shockwave therapy treatment in July. So give them a call again at 303-630-9770.
Stream Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Don't at me, bro. It's time to check your ex.
Why are you stalking me?
No, not that ex. Twitter, unfollow. Here's Dover and Cecil to help you swipe, scroll, and screenshot your way through today's top headlines.
Power of social media. I'm on Team Gets It.
All right, like I said, I got a couple tweets. Cecil's got a couple tweets. We'll get through as many of them as we can. I mentioned something about J.J. Watt. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, this was making its rounds yesterday, and everybody was all over it. I thought it was, like, I like to dunk on him because I think he's a turd, and when bad things happen to people that I think are bad people, I like that. but it was all over my timeline.
Okay.
The Ryan Clark situation. The Athletic had it, and it was like Ryan Clark was on ESPN doing NFL Live or NFL Nation, whatever the show is he does, and this rumor started to go live on social media while he was on TV, and the report was that ESPN respected him so much that they didn't want him to find out via social, so they pulled him off his set and said, "You're fired," and they said you could go finish if you want, and he didn't want, which who would? And is now out at ESPN after about an 11-year career. Ryan Clark, I think, is absolutely terrible on television. Awful on television. And he's one of those athletes that doesn't think he can be wrong because he's an athlete and played the game,
right,
which is the dumbest take in opinion of all time.
Right.
And then when he was wrong and analysts were proving him wrong, he would just yell or literally say, "Well, you didn't play," which is like the last card that the guy that doesn't have anything to say plays.
It's the worst ever.
So, yeah, like I said, I didn't cry much. No spilt milk over Ryan Clark being fired. It was long overdue. Hope he doesn't get another job.
Okay. All right. There you go. As the world turns, we'll see where Ryan Clark lands on his feet. Seems like that's going to happen, right?
They say a bunch of layoffs are coming today at ESPN. I haven't seen anything else yet, though.
Okay. I know we've got a lot of friends in the media that are out of work, and it sucks. It sucks for everybody out there. So
days like that stink
for
everybody. Yeah. So hopefully the good guys are okay.
I'm so glad to have that back.
That's so nice.
I'm so glad to have that back.
So nice to have that.
Yes.
All right, so I have talked about J.J. Watt before, and there's no camera that he doesn't like to put himself in front of, but this is cool.
This is a wild story.
And it's all via Twitter. And it's, again, there's nothing like this app is what the tweet starts with. And somebody named Douglas Sandstorm wrote on Twitter, "Not proud of it, but man enough to say it. I had breakfast this morning in Greenwich Village, New York City. A man sat next to me on his own. Somebody I idolized growing up, watching the NFL. But out of respect," and he wrote in parentheses, "I was a scared little girl. I didn't even ask for a picture. Not proud of it, man enough to say it. Have a great day in New York. At JJ Watt." So it was JJ Watt that was right next to him. JJ sees it, quote tweets Douglas's Twitter, and says, "Are you still in the area?" Douglas responds, "Hiding from the rain. I'm having a beer at O'Hara's. My shout," he says. JJ responds with, "Order me a Guinness. I'll be there shortly." Next tweet from JJ Watt's account, a picture of him and Douglas at the pub having a brew together.
That's so cool.
And again,
man.
JJ's a little self-centered,
right?
But this is a very cool story and a plus in the book of JJ Watt. What a moment for Douglas Sandstorm to meet his guy JJ Watt after he didn't have the balls to say hi when he was right next to him.
Which is one of those things like, yeah, it's JJ Watt, and you know, be respectful or whatever, but you can say hi. And
like if they're eating, leave them alone. But if he's just chilling, you could say hi.
Right. And did you see what George Kittle said?
Oh, no.
George Kittle chimed in. He's like, "Come find me, bro." And then JJ Watt responded, "I already did." And it's a picture of him and Homeboy with the hair that looks like George Kittle.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's not as big and as Viking-like as George Kittle is, but he kind of looks like George Kittle's skinny, trailer park cousin.
Oh, all right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Bizarro
And
George Kittle.
Yeah, shout out trailer parks. I grew up in a trailer, so
same.
no shade, but
Right.
he looks like little George Kittle's, trailer park cousin.
I grew up in a trailer.
Little Joe Dirt.
It's a pretty good chance I end up in a trailer before this whole thing is said and done. That we call life.
Yeah.
So, JJ Watt, shout out to you, man. That's a really cool moment. And sometimes Twitter can be good, and this is an example of that.
Truth is the light.
Oh, we got to get more cat going on.
Yes.
Cease, what's happening on your timeline?
This one coming in for both of us from Devin Carmichael on Twitter. Josh Dover and Cecil Lammy. Fun fact of the day, the legendary Redman is a Broncos fan.
What?
Mahai salute. He just sent us to this on Twitter.
Let me check this out.
Redman quoted, this is a tweet from 2014 with Redman. "I'm not a big football fan, but I've been a Broncos fan for over 15 years with my boys. With my boy Two-Tech RIP. So that's Redman.
Wow.
When you've got that,
How do we not? We got to get Redman at Mile High.
we got to get Redman on the show. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow.
Kevin, we just gave you another job.
I actually think I have a connection.
You have a connect.
It's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but I know somebody that is real tight with Redman, and I don't. She might do us a favor.
Okay. How often have you called in a favor with said person?
Never. And I've done a favor.
Then do it.
So I may be owed.
Then do it.
Wow, if we got Redman on the show, he would say so many curse words. I'd only have questions about the movie How High. I don't want to ask football, music.
Right.
I only want to ask about How High and what it was like working with Mike Epps when he was saying that, not a now and no.
I can't hit the dump button that many times, boys. It only works a couple of times.
Yeah, we'd have to pre-record it and then beep everything and then play it as if it was live.
You've seen the movie How High, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God, dude. I went about 5 straight
Don't cuss,
summers
dude. Don't cuss. You're
just
almost there.
quoting that movie
Yes.
over and over with me and my buddies. It's
Yes.
an all-time classic.
Yes, it is incredible. Give me that Jameis or whoever.
And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
This one comes in from Brian Huff on Twitter. It says, soccer, if I want to watch guys struggle to score, I'll go to the pub.
Someone sent me that with it was like an added on it. I would just go with my boys to the pub and watch them try to talk to girls.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's the same sort of thing,
That's
right?
one of those things. Okay.
I think we've all been there.
That's one of those things. The World Cup past us now. I think we can all have a little bit of fun at soccer's expense. So there you go. I've got yet another one for you.
Let's see if we got any more cat for you.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
This one comes in from 5G Lee on Twitter. Our boss just banned overly specific nicknames, and the whole office is staring at Rat Snitch Brian, the good time ruiner. Now, we have nicknames here at work. We have nicknames like Hockey Gandalf.
Yeah.
And actually, Spivak does not like being called Hockey Gandalf, which means
Why?
we're going to call him Hockey Gandalf.
That's a good name.
But is it just, it's common, right? Every single workplace. I was Baby Hammer when I worked construction.
Yeah.
Don't at me, bro. I was in the pool. It's the summer of George, right?
Yeah.
So I was Baby Hammer when I worked construction. We've retired it, although it comes up once in a while. It does, Kevin, it does bother me when people still call you chicken fingers. I'll fully admit it. I know that's it was your mantra. It was your guy. That was you were chicken fingers. You meet people, they say, hey, chicken fingers. So I get it. I get workplace nicknames. That one just, I don't know. We put that one to bed. Who came up with it and all that? Like, we put that to bed.
I did. I was recently reading your bio on DenverSports.com, though, and they still
Does it say chicken fingers still?
Yeah, they still reference
They still reference chicken fingers?
Yeah. I just read it yesterday because I read your article, and then on the bottom I just clicked your picture.
Still says chicken fingers.
Okay.
Do you know?
Yeah. So workplace nicknames. You in favor?
Oh, yeah.
Can we give one
But
out?
Mostly, I like what we call people without them knowing it. I like that version of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
that kind of. And also, I'm just Dover. Nobody calls me Josh.
Yeah.
It's weird when someone calls me Josh.
Right.
So it's like, it's not a nickname. It's just my last name.
Yeah.
But it's what I've gone by literally my entire life.
Okay.
No one calls me Josh. It's very weird. I have a friend, Cheeto, and his name is Aaron. But if you say Aaron, I'm like, who the hell is Aaron?
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know
I
his
tell
name
you,
was Aaron.
yeah, tell him Cheeto, right?
I thought it was Cheeto. I thought his name was just
That's
Cheeto.
just what we call him.
Okay.
I didn't know his real name for 5 years of being his friend.
I sure hope Useless Waste of Space isn't listening to this segment.
What was it?
Kevin knows who I'm talking about. Kevin knows who I'm talking about.
What was Rat Brian? What was the nickname for the guy at the office?
Rat Snitch Brian, the good time ruiner. Wait, do we have a good time ruiner here at the Fan? We can call him out. It's Check Your Ex, baby. It's a theater of the mind. It's all about fun. Who's our good time ruiner here at the Fan?
I don't know if they ruin our good times,
Okay.
but they're just the Debbie Downers on Bo.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Spivak, Dante,
Yeah,
the guys that just hate.
Why do they hate Bo?
I don't know.
They love Caleb. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's Drew. And Drew I could understand.
He's
rooting
Chicago.
for that
Yeah,
guy.
he's a Chicago guy.
But Dante likes Kyler Murray. That's just kind of gross.
That's gross.
Right?
That's gross.
Yeah, we just made Dante mad now.
Of course. Yeah, they'll be all right.
He's got a nickname for us, I bet. Right now.
I'm sure.
Look
I'm sure
up.
they do. And you got to get working on getting Redman on the show.
Yeah, I'll text the lady that I know and see what she can pull off. But that would
I
be
want to
pretty
know.
sweet.
You have to tell me probably off air. I want to know how you have a connection to Redman.
It's actually a former student
Oh, okay.
at the media school.
Oh, nice. I thought it was like some sort of.
I'm not going to promote
Connect.
another radio station, but she works here in town.
Okay.
And just has the connections with a bunch of rappers on the East Coast. She was like tight with I was going to call him Earl. DMX. Earl's his real name. She was like super tight with DMX.
You on a first name basis with DMX?
Not me, but she is. I'll shoot a text, see what we can find out.
Yeah, see what we can do.
Okay, I
if
heard
he's
you're-
a Broncos fan, we got to get him on,
Yeah.
right?
I'm sure he's got something to promote.
Who's the most famous Broncos fan?
Don Cheadle. Right?
Okay, War Machine. I got
He's
it.
pretty famous.
Yeah, he's War Machine.
Yeah.
So, right.
Bubba Watson was a Broncos fan. He's not that famous anymore, former golfer.
Okay.
I got to hang out with him once on a Broncos sideline. The weekend after he won the Masters, I was hanging out with Bubba Watson on the sideline.
Kev, any country music guys, big Broncos fans?
Nothing off the top of my head. Cole Swindell had a.
He's got a couple Broncos mentions in his songs.
He's got a Bronco mention in his song. He had a John Elway jersey when he was here at Red Rocks last
cool.
time.
Okay.
I think his drummer's from Colorado. No one really off the top of my head. Blake Shelton's a Cardinals fan.
What?
Yeah, weird. He's from Oklahoma. He's a Cardinals fan.
Why?
I don't know.
That makes me laugh.
Luke Combs is a Carolina Panthers fan.
He's from there.
He's from there.
Sorry about Super Bowl 50.
He did the big
No,
concert.
not
Remember
sorry.
the
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Luke
Yeah,
did
he
a
did the
giant concert
concert
for the Hurricanes.
Yeah,
and
he
made a
did.
bunch
That was
of money
awesome.
for that state.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of country music fans, they're all
Alabama fans.
They're all college football fans. Sean Payton and Kenny Chesney are boys.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's little Broncos.
Maybe Kenny Chesney.
Just roots for Sean.
Actually, no. Kenny's a Patriots fan.
Wow, gross.
I hate him.
Now that I think of it, yeah.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Kenny can carry on the hell out of here, huh, Kev?
Yeah. Don't come on over.
Yeah.
Kenny can go write some songs about fake May and Diana Rossini.
All right, I'll do some research. See if we can get a Redman on the program at some point. That'd be awesome, dude. That'd be real awesome. All right, let's get into our lunch hour. We have 9 big Broncos questions ahead of training camp. We're on to our 8th question, and it's all about the defense. Can they get better? Do they have to get better for the Broncos to achieve a Super Bowl trip? We're going to answer those questions next.
Bo Nix just threw for nearly 4,000 yards and took Denver to the AFC Championship game. And the national media is still comparing him to guys who haven't done half of that.
This bothers me. I feel like Bo gets lumped in with Penix and J.J. McCarthy as opposed to being lumped in with Jade McDaniels, Drake May, and Caleb Williams. There's that delineating line that just really irritates me.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-944-33, 720-944-33. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Summer weather can be full of surprises. If your home has been affected by the recent storms, trust a local professional roofer with decades of combined experience. Golden Spike Roofing is here for all your repair or roof replacement needs. Call today for a free inspection and estimate for roofing done right down to the last nail.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN 1. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
Men, if your energy is down, your workouts aren't producing results, you're gaining stubborn weight, losing muscle, sleeping poorly, or just not feeling like yourself anymore, it may be more than just aging. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Our low T and body composition treatments are designed to help men regain energy, improve focus, sleep better, build lean muscle, reduce unwanted fat, and restore confidence both in and out of the gym. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we specialize in helping men optimize their health, performance, and vitality. Using personalized medical treatments tailored to your health and goals, many men begin noticing improvements in energy, mental clarity, recovery, motivation, libido, and overall body composition within just a few weeks. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, PSA and T-test, and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd. To the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
This segment on The Fan brought to you by Denver Roof Pros.
Lunch hits different with us. You're locked into KKFN at KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. This is Dover and Cecil, brought to you by Wayback Burgers. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Make it work out.
Yeah.
That was good. All right, we're having some fun here on a Tuesday.
We want to know your workplace nicknames as well. Because
Yeah.
we have some, they're kind of fun, they're kind of funny. We want to know yours as well. If we can read any of them on the air, we'll do that. Ramaslaw.com, text line 303-713-1043. And your blueprint, man. I love what Kiss My Stats and you have put together here.
We're going to get into our blueprint. Kevin's got some stuff. Alex got some stuff. Cecil's asking you to kind of grade mine and tell you what that looks like or what it feels like with the blueprint real fast. There are some names we forgot as big Broncos fans. The text line's helping us out. Apparently, Kate Hudson is a big Broncos fan. I did not realize that.
Right on.
Fan of that. Robin Williams and Tim Allen, Broncos fans. So that's fun. The band Alabama are big Broncos fans. Kurt Douglas and Goldie Hawn, which would lead to Kate Hudson being a big Broncos fan.
Right.
And then I don't know if they're a Bronco fan or not, but somebody said James Hetfield lives in Colorado. Didn't want to deal with California taxes.
I think he has a place up at Aspen, right?
Oh,
or
okay.
Vail, something like that. Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense.
We
Yeah,
could go fishing with James Hetfield. Let's do it.
dude, that'd be badass. Hanging out with James Hetfield and getting Redman on the show. We're coming up in this world, Cecil. We are coming up. Lindsey Vonn also was named as well. That's a pretty big, significant name as a Broncos fan. So, like that, he's not big in any way. He's actually a little person, but Brad Williams, the comedian?
Oh, yeah.
He's
I've talked to Brad.
hilarious. I have too. I actually got to hang out with him and Adam Ray when they were doing the NBA celebrity game or whatever it is. Oh, the Celebrity All-Star game.
Right.
They were podcast partners, and we're doing like some promo for it, and I got to kick it with them, and they had like a plan to put Brad on his shoulders and try to dunk it, and then they're like, Adam Silver told us we couldn't do that. And I was like, dude, who cares? It's not like you work for Adam Silver. Do it anyway.
All right.
And they're like, we wanted to be invited back the next year. And they weren't, so they missed an opportunity.
Yeah, well, Brad's a good dude. And a great Broncos fan.
Yeah, the internet obviously is a place that never could lie to me. I just saw that George Lucas is connected to the Broncos.
Well, yeah, because his
right?
wife, yeah.
Does that make him a Bronco fan by proxy, or is he just...
Well, there's Star Wars Broncos shirts that I want, so yes, I believe George Lucas is.
If my wife owned a professional sports team, I'd probably find a way to cheer them on.
You think he's a Raiders fan?
Right.
Or actually, Skywalker
dark
Ranch is
side,
out in
right?
California, so what do you be, like a 49ers fan? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure wife has made sure he's got some Broncos gear.
Pretty sure.
He'll be all right with that. All right, keep your texts coming. Tribe roll call. Doesn't have to stop either just because we're halfway through the show. Who are you? Where are you? What you doing for a buck out there today? And if you're a trucker, add what you're hauling on that as well. All right, so we're doing a couple things. Got a blueprint that we're going to get into. Got a question about this defense that we'll get to in just a moment. But our blueprint conversation, going back to what the Broncos must accomplish to play football in February. That would be coming up on February 14th at SoFi Stadium. I have a handful of things. Alex got a couple. Kev's got a thing or two to add. And then Cecil, like I said, kind of tell us where we're wrong or what you like about what we have laid out here in the blueprint. I talked about Bo Nix to start this thing. Bo Nix is the quarterback, the face of the franchise. If he's good, they'll be good. So Bo must have over 4,000 yards passing. I think he's going to have that. You add rushing yards in there, he could flirt with 4,400 yards total this year. He'll check that box. 30 total touchdowns and then turnovers. Under 13 turnovers. Call that 10 interceptions, 3 fumbles, 9 and 4, however you get there, all good. And if it's 14 or 15, I'm not going to freak out and go, oh, well, that's why they're not in the Super Bowl. I'm talking about living in that range, kind of in that window of each of these numbers. So Bo between 4 and 4,500 total yards, 30 total touchdowns, and keep that turnover number between 10 and 14. And you're going to have a hell of a year at that quarterback spot.
Yeah, at the quarterback spot with Bo Nix, who doesn't turn the ball over because he gets rid of the ball too quickly for strip sack fumble opportunities. It's got to be frustrating as all get out to go after Bo Nix. In fact, I've talked to Jonah Ellis about that because Ellis in college played against Nix. And he's like, you can't get to the guy. He's frustrating. It's frustrating. So it's frustrating because he's going to get rid of the ball before you get there. So strip sack fumbles, not really a thing with Bo Nix. And he's very safe. I don't think, and I kind of, get as offended as you like. I get offended when people kind of talk about Bo Nix as if he's some sort of robot. Like he can't take a chance. He won't take a chance. He refuses to take a chance. We often say Bo Nix's favorite target is who?
It's the open guy.
And there's people that say, oh, well, he's just a check down. He's just, no, those people don't know football. Stop listening to people that don't know football when they talk about Bo Nix. Bo Nix gets rid of the football quickly. Bo Nix finds the open guy quickly. He understands and deciphers before the ball is snapped. Much like a Peyton Manning. Now, he's not on that same level of Peyton Manning yet, so don't at me, bro. But much like Peyton Manning, when you walk up to the line of scrimmage and when you're calling out that play, you already know, and you already know where you're going with the ball. That's what Bo Nix does. That's what the great ones do. They can decipher things. It isn't reading the play as you're dropping back. It's understanding the defense that they're in, understanding your play call, and where you've got to make them look so that you can go to the spot that you want. Bo Nix is a perfectionist at that. And because of that, the opportunity for turnovers aren't there as much as there are with other quarterbacks that are a little bit more wild. Mm-hmm. Can Bo be a little wild? Sure. Is Bo going to take more chances down the field this year? I believe so.
I think so too.
But it doesn't mean an increase in turnovers. That's one of the great things. Sean Payton even talked about it when researching Bo Nix in college. Take away all the stuff at or behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, one of the best downfield passers in college football. And then take away like the turnover plays. He doesn't put you in a bad spot. It's a hallmark of his game.
Well, and think about this. Last year, he trusted one wide receiver, Cortland Sutton, who was bracketed 100% of the time. Jalen Waddle brings something new to the table where maybe it's he that gets bracketed and Cortland gets one-on-one. Now you trust a wide receiver and he has one-on-one. You're going to give him jump ball opportunity after jump ball opportunity. The middle of the field opens up a little bit more. You start to establish trust with Evan Ingram or insert tight end name here that's going to take a step in the right direction. Bo's going to have more opportunities to throw the ball in different places and take chances because if you don't trust the guy, he's going to have one-on-one and you trust your accuracy.
Mm-hmm. You trust your accuracy and you trust your basically vision. Mm-hmm. The vision that Bo Nix has when it comes to being able to pick apart a defense. You've got more weapons now, Jalen Waddle being a big one. That should provide people. I've often said this, and I'll repeat it now that we're getting closer. 8 days?
9
days. Damn it. That was so close.
We're there. We'll be there on next Friday the 31st.
Okay, so we'll be there on Friday the 31st. The thing is, you think you know Bo Nix? I'm here to tell you with 100% authority, you have yet to see this version of Bo Nix. This is going to be the best Bo Nix that we've seen so far.
So Bo's got to accomplish that. He's got to get some help from his wide receivers. I've highlighted Cortland Sutton, Jalen Waddle, and Troy Franklin as the 3 guys where I need to have 2 of them get to 1,000 or flirt with as that second guy. Real confident that one of the 2 in Jalen Waddle or Cortland Sutton will give me north of 1,000. Maybe that's like 1,100, 1,200 yards.
Sure.
The other guy, 950. And then even, man, do I get greedy? Do I start to reach for a little bit more? Dare I say I have 1,000 yards from Jalen, 900 from 950 from Cortland, and why can't I get 800, 850 yards from a dude like Troy Franklin? That all that would require was for him to add 9 more yards per game than what he did last year. And that seems pretty easy to do.
I think that's very doable. And all of these asks that you have for the Broncos offense, for Bo Nix, and for these receivers, you're not asking for the moon. You're just asking for a natural progression that's honestly, and this is no, I don't think it's any sort of shot at you and the work that you've done. You're giving us conservative numbers. Like, you're not wild-eyed here.
Dude, you know what I learned doing this last night? It's like, even for me, as much as I'm down on them running the or not running the football at the rate that they wanted to, what JK needs to do, the takeaways that we both want, they're actually not that far off. It felt like it was a million miles away, and I couldn't even see it on the horizon.
Right.
It's actually right there, kind of flickering on the horizon.
And it's right there to grab. And by the way, you felt this way on a team that won 14 games.
Yeah.
So I think that's very significant, and that's why the Broncos are in line to win at least double-digit games and probably 13 games or more.
All right, one more on the offensive side, the running back room. And again, I'm going to say the number, and I think you did it earlier. Originally, when I wrote it down, I'm like, am I getting too crazy here? 2,300 rushing yards from the room. No single Bronco running back is going to give you north of 2,000, but 2,300 rushing yards. That would put you top 5 in the NFL. And it's only 282 yards away from the 2,018 yards they had a year ago. Can they add 16.5 yards per game? If JK plays, they do that. Jonah being a part of it, they do that. Honestly, of all the things I want them to add, this is the easiest. This is the easiest and most achievable, but it feels like it's the one they ignore the most.
Yeah, and it's the easiest and most achievable, and it's like, wait a second, what? They can get 2,300 yards rushing?
That's top 5 rushing in the NFL. You have Bo Nix as a top 8 quarterback, and then your running game as a top 5. Your defense is top 3. That is literally a blueprint for a Super Bowl run.
And Jonah Coleman is there in case J.K. Dobbins gets hurt, because J.K. Dobbins is a top 5 back when he's healthy. So for them to get that number and then to be in the top 5 of rushing teams in the NFL, it sounds right. Because if J.K. Dobbins is healthy, and the Jalen Brunson thing, it's okay to think about the best possible outcome.
Yeah.
It's okay. Imagine if J.K. Dobbins is a 1,500-yard rusher. I mean, when's the last time this city saw a 1,500-yard rusher? Was it Clinton Portis? I know Mike Ander got close. Mike Anderson was at what, 1,400 yards, Kev?
I don't know.
Kiss my stats.
One of those guys are close.
Mike Anderson was about 1,490. I think he was really close to 1,500 yards. J.K. Dobbins could be the leading rusher in the NFL. Think about that. And that's not even hyperbole. He's just got to stay healthy. If J.K. Dobbins stays healthy.
1487 for Mike.
1487.
As a rookie, yeah.
As a rookie, okay.
Good pull, Kevin.
And I believe that was the closest we've seen to 1,500 since Clinton Portis.
That was in 2000. That was in the year 2000.
Isn't it time for 20? Not 1,000. Get that out of here. You know, we all talk about that. Haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher since Philip Lindsay. That's cool. How about 15, girl? How about 1,500? Isn't it time for this team to get back to that? Because Broncos football has always been about great defense, Orange Crush and on. And the Broncos football, especially in the Shanahan days, all due respect to my man John Elway, but it was TD.
Mm-hmm.
It was Clinton Portis. Like the Shanahan days, it was 1,500. Mike Ander's a rookie. And by the way, he's a fullback in college. And he comes in as a rookie, gets you 15.
That's just Shanahan.
It is
so
time for J.K. Dobbins. Forget 1,000. That 1,000 weak. Get out of here. Can J.K. Dobbins be 1,000? Yes. Give me something more. J.K. Dobbins can be a 1,500-yard rusher.
What do you think the rush attempt number is for Jonah to start the year?
As far as the combined total year?
No, like per game. How many times is he going to touch the ball?
2-3 times.
Okay.
You know,
so I mean,
maybe 3-4.
So let's call it 4. If he averages 4 yards a carry, he handles the 16 extra yards a game as a rookie, and that's at a minimum scale as far as what his role is, because I think that gets bigger and bigger as each week passes.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
So they can get to my rushing number via Jonah Coleman.
Yes. Creaky agrees with me on our YouTube chat powered by Sean Ponda. Says if JK doesn't get diarrhea and Coleman takes his job.
Hopefully JK's not eating that lettuce.
Ooh, Dust. What is this? Dust the Thrift? Dust the Thrift says JK could be the biggest sleeper in the NFL.
Damn.
Are the Broncos sitting on the biggest sleeper in the National Football League? And is his name J.K. Dobbins? I think the answer could be yes.
And, dude, your ask of 1,500 yards, if he stays healthy, that's like pretty easy for him to
He's a top 5 back. He is as good. He's right up there. And don't at me, bro. He's got to stay healthy. But it's the way that we talk about Saquon Barkley, the way that we talk about Derrick Henry, the way that we talk about Jonathan Taylor. I think Bijan Robinson and Christian McCaffrey are different because those guys are like everything. Bijan Robinson is amazing, and Christian is obviously amazing. I think those two are kind of in a category by themselves. Jahmyr Gibbs, I would put in that category as well, kind of that slasher, speed, everything, receiver, right. But if we talk about runners, let's talk about runners. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, the best of the best. JK's right there with him. And I'm not. That's not even bogus. I'm not a Broncos fan. I'm not filling JK full of dreams and ideas. J.K. Dobbins has that natural physical talent to be the leading rusher in the NFL. He's just got to stay healthy. And if he does that, man, this is setting up to be a special season.
Yes, it could. All right, 2 things on the defensive side. Then we'll know what the boys back there want to add, and then see how you feel about our blueprint list, Cease. The defensive side of the ball. Defense top 5 in total defense. That's going to get you 50 to 55 sacks. I want the turnovers and takeaways to jump from 14. Give me a range between like 18 and 22. How do they get there? Nick Bonito is going to have 14 sacks. That's kind of the floor of it. He can be better than that, but he's got 13.5 and 14 the last 2 years. I'm kind of living in that range of what he can be. 17, 18 wouldn't surprise me. Down 11, 12 wouldn't be good enough, and you'd go, wow, somebody would have to make up for that slack. But Bonito with right around 14 sacks, and then they have to have somebody that leads the team in interceptions with more than 2. 2 players had 2, Dondre Tillman and Jaquan.
Pass rusher.
A substitute pass rusher, depth piece. Had 2, and then McMillan had the second, but it came in the Buffalo game, so he didn't get that second in the regular season. I think the leader on the Broncos has to have 4 or 5 interceptions, and I think that's going to be Riley Moss this year. I really think they're going to attack him. We know that. Everybody in the world knows that they're going to attack him. You've reminded me of it, and it's just living in my head of his growth just from beginning of the year to end of the year is unbelievable. They talked about the boxing gloves they're putting on him at practice.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're still wearing them because, man, did they work. And from him pulling guys down to getting pass interference to putting boxing gloves on to then breaking balls up and passing, defending passes, he's already taken 1 step in the right direction. The next step is catching those balls rather than batting them down, and I think that's where Riley's going to live this year.
Riley in a contract year. What usually happens with NFL players when they're in a contract year?
They're in their best mode ever.
They ball out. They ball out. It's all on the line for Riley Moss. And if this is his final season with the Broncos and it ends in a Super Bowl win, bye.
Yeah.
Riley Moss can be a key contributor, a key factor, obviously, as a starting outside corner star player for the Broncos in a Super Bowl run. And if that means he leaves because he's going to get paid because he got 5 interceptions, then that's the way it's going to be. And I love that for Riley Moss. Oh, it's so happy I love that for you. Yeah, I love that for you. I love that for Riley Moss. And it means he's gone. But it doesn't matter. Get those 4 or 5 picks, get a Super Bowl ring, and then get your money.
Or you know what? If I'm Riley or Riley's agent, and maybe this is a little greedy, but I go, you know what? I just won a Super Bowl in Denver. I just led the team in interceptions. I want to stay in Denver. And you're going to pay me a bunch when I'm top 10 in the NFL in interceptions every year as an incentive to get me more money. And then now he's got financial reasons to keep playing at the rate that he was playing.
Yeah, I think it's outstanding to set this thing up for Riley Moss. We look at all the players that are in kind of those contract years without team control next year. Riley Moss is at the top of the list, and it doesn't mean that you can keep him, especially if he does ball out in the way that you're mentioning.
All right, Kevin Kistner, Alex, you guys had a couple for me. Alex, you got a couple. Kev's got a couple. Alex, what are yours first?
The first thing that came to mind, and I love that you brought up the rushing attack. I think a lot of Broncos fans looked at that last year and went, it just wasn't what we wanted it to be. It wasn't that good. I love that you pointed out they weren't that far off from being one of the better rushing teams in the NFL. So the stat that I looked at was rushing attempts. I think they need to up their rushing attempts. They were 19th last year with 456. If they had 25 more rushing attempts, they would be 10th in the NFL.
Wow.
That is what the 49ers were last year with 481 rushing attempts. All you need is 25 more rushing attempts. That's something that I think they can do easily if J.K. stays healthy and they give Jonah Coleman those opportunities that we think he's going to get.
That's just a little over a carry a game.
Yeah, it's not much at all.
Carry and a half.
It's very achievable and obtainable for the Broncos.
Wow.
I'm going to write all these down, by the way, and if we're
And
spot
to be a
on,
top 10 in attempts.
yeah. If we're spot on, we'll revisit it, and if not, we'll burn this tape and pretend it never happened. You got another one?
I do have one more, actually. I want the Broncos players the receivers, to bring in the football. Last year,
Catch it.
Yes, just catch the ball and hold on to it. They had a 10% drop rate last year. That put them in the bottom 2 in drop rate. If you cut that baby in half to just, I hope it's not 5%, but if it's 5%, you're all of a sudden flirting with being a top 5 team that's doing a great job at holding on to the football. Now, Bo Nix's numbers don't look as rough anymore because people are catching the deep balls and they're holding on to them, and more explosive plays come from that. That number needs to go from 10% to at least 5%.
And thank you for bringing up drop rate, not drops. Because the people who bring up drops, like Bo Nix led the NFL in passing attempts. They're going to have drops.
Yeah.
Drop rate is more significant.
All right, Kevin Kistner, you got a couple to add to the list?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off Alex there. Catch the damn ball. Let's go with that. Over 70 drop passes his first 2 years.
For Bo Nix?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but, completion percentage matters. Number 5, can the middle linebackers play great again? I need them to play great again. Number 4, no more stupid, dumb penalty mistakes on offense. I don't want these pre-snap jumping off sides, all this stuff. I don't want 3rd and 1 to turn into 3rd and 6.
Yep.
Because guess what? Then it's a screen pass.
And I'm going to keep saying it, 26 pre-snap penalties a year ago.
I will say this, Kevin. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's save this for a different day, but you brought it up, dude. How much less predictable will this team be with Davis Webb calling plays? Because Kev, you know it. I know it. I chart plays for every team. I'll tell you what they're going to do on a down and distance situation. Sean Payton was pretty easy to figure out.
If we could figure it out.
What are opponents figuring out?
I mean, come on, man. Yeah. So number 3, the D-line has to play great again to replace John Franklin Myers. We saw how this defense moved from Malik Jackson and moved on without him. I want them to fill that void and make sure there's no drop-off. The D-line has been a big part of this team. They need to continue to be great again.
Do you think they have to have another 60-sack season, or can they drop off
And
to
are
get
you
takeaways?
okay if it's multiple players that
Yes.
make up for JFM?
Moneyball situation.
Okay.
Get D. Podesta over here to run the defensive line for the Broncos.
Well, he was with the Browns. We don't need him here.
Okay, yeah,
Take care of the Rockies, D. Podesta. We love you. We
figure it
love
out.
you. Right.
Number 2.
I did get Myles Garrett.
That is true. We'll get him over here. Number 2, Sean Payton. Trust Davis Webb.
That's a good one.
Just trust the guy. Let him do his play calling because he's got reasons of what he wants to set up plays. Trust him. You were a 3-year quarterback coach before you became an OC. Now Davis Webb is following this same exact path. Trust him.
That's a great
You're
one.
Bill Parcells now. Let him be you. Number 1, Bo Nix told me he wants to do this.
Oh.
You like how I did that?
I like that.
Play at an MVP level.
Okay.
Play at a real MVP level. Not just play so sports writers can read headlines. Actually play at an MVP level. Drake May did not play at an MVP level. Sports writers read headlines and went with that. Play at a legit MVP level like Matthew Stafford did. That's what I want Bo Nix to do.
I like that. I really love the trusting Davis Webb. That's so good. That's something that we will have to monitor throughout the entire year. Again, we're going to revisit it, but that not scoring on first drives, same thing as Sean. What would Sean tell the guy that wasn't scoring on first drives if that's going to be Davis Webb?
You just called him Bill Parcells, too. And I'm sure, I know they always listen over there because
what else are you going to listen to?
Exactly. But 2, that's a great compliment, Kev. That's an incredible compliment, especially knowing the reverence that Sean Payton has for Bill Parcells, and that's who he is now. He's Bill, and Davis is him.
Mm-hmm.
So help him.
I hope he understands that.
Sean just got so excited if you heard that.
Yeah, I hope he understands.
You know what
that's the role
Sean's
he's
doing?
in.
He's yelling at George in the office. Hey, George, you hear that? The chicken fingers. No, the chicken fingers guy. The guy that loves he loves Bo, and not as much as I love Bo. George, you know you know I love Bo, George, right? You got that. But they said that I was the next Bill. I was Bill Parcells. What do you think about that, George?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I wearing you out, George?
I love their relationship. All right, those are the blueprints. That's the blueprint, the steps on the blueprint, I should say, for the Denver Broncos to find themselves playing in Super Bowl 61. February 14th, 2027. Oh, it could be a beautiful, beautiful day in Broncos country. All right, I want to do a couple things. Cecil. I want to get to that question about the defense. Let's talk about this defense taking that next step. Kevin's talking about the defensive line. Let's look at it as a whole. They need more takeaways. Well, how do they do that? That's coming up next.
They're back. Our free limited edition Training Camp 2026 t-shirts. We currently have drops at various Santiago's Mexican restaurants across the metro area. Limit one per person while supplies last. For more details and to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity. The most intelligent Wi-Fi? Well, it's Wi-Fi that can actually heal itself when there's a problem. The most reliable Wi-Fi for streaming, gaming, working from home. Wi-Fi in every corner of your home, side to side, top to bottom. Wi-Fi that's security blanket for your network. Fiber-powered network with 99.999% reliability. Wi-Fi built for speed, powered by fiber. Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together seamlessly. Lock in 5 years of predictability. 5 years on the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi with our best equipment. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Price lock guaranteed for 5 years. Same price, no contracts, no commitments. Everything you need included. Data, equipment, and the most reliable Wi-Fi. Imagine that. It's only from my friends at Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. I'm Rob Wilhite, and for nearly 50 years, my firm has been fighting for seriously injured car accident victims in Colorado. Serious accidents demand serious representation. We dig into every detail of your case, and we don't back down until we get you the maximum compensation you deserve. If you or someone you love has been seriously injured in a car accident, call the Wilhite Law Firm today at 303-GOOD-LAW or visit wilhitewins.com. That's 303-GOOD-LAW or visit wilhitewins.com.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. Summer is here, and if you're planning a home project this year, windows, siding, or decking, now is the time to sign before the snow flies. Don't wait. Get the project you've always wanted and lock in a low-interest loan as low as 6.99% for 15 years. You deserve to enjoy your home, and 5280 Exteriors makes it easy with financing built for real Colorado homeowners. Call today or visit 5280exteriors.com to schedule your free estimate.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Trade Gen Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Feeling stuck? Think bigger. Meet NASA's Meredith McKay and explore space careers, the future of Artemis, and more at the New Frontiers Diplomacy Forum, July 28th at Wings Over the Rockies. Tickets at wingsmuseum.org.
You're listening to Dover and Cecil on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, so we're going to have a new question every day about the Broncos, and leading up to the 31st, first day of camp, when, of course, then it'll be all about what our eyeballs are seeing and teaching us there. But all the things we talked about leading up to camp, starting on July 31st, what are the biggest takeaways and kind of the big conversations about this Broncos team? Yesterday, we talked about it being a flash in the pan or being for real. We all believe that it's a flash, or it's not a flash in the pan, that it's for real, and we're just getting a little taste of what this is going to look like for the foreseeable future. Today, I wanted to highlight the defense. We've been talking about a little bit. We just went over the blueprint, and some of that was with the defense. Can they get better? Does the defense even have to get better? They were the third best defense in the NFL. I know Sean hates the term, but we keep saying it about running it back.
Run it back.
If the defense simply ran it back, and see, I'm talking about like literally a match. They only had 14 takeaways. They were leading the league in sacks, hit a little bit of a wall in December, but we're still top 3 in the NFL. Would it be okay? Would the offense take enough of a jump to go, oh, well, the defense didn't improve. They stayed the same, but we're still an elite football team.
Yeah.
So do they have to be better, or can they remain the same?
I don't want to say they can remain the same because they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think in life and in football, there's a need, like straight need it. There's a need for learning. There's a need for constant growth. There's a need for change. There's a need for improvement. So can they stay the same? No, because it wasn't good enough. You know, could Seattle stay the same? I mean, I guess, yeah. They
won
it all.
So they get a little bit of a grace period.
And even they moved on from the Super Bowl MVP for various reasons, which we can talk about later. But, like, okay, like, they can stay the same. They won it all. You have to be better. Did New England stay the same? I know they got to the Super Bowl and they did not deserve to be there. Full disclosure, like Mike Vrabel, whatever you want to say, you know, turd-like tendencies or whatever. I don't even care. But like that team didn't deserve to be at the Super Bowl. They got there because Jarrett Stidham's not good, and because of that, they improved. They went out and got A.J. Brown. You know, the Broncos defense, number 3, best ever. Like, yeah, but they can be better. And they need to be better because they didn't win it all last year. And yes, the defense, and this is where Patriots fans get very offended, but as I often say, get as offended as you like. New England got to the Super Bowl last year, not just because Jarrett Stidham's not good at football. They got to the Super Bowl largely because of their defense. It wasn't Drake May. It wasn't Travion Henderson, as much as we appreciate his game. We wouldn't call him dumb the way Mike Vrabel did. We know the Patriots defense got him there. The Broncos defense didn't get him there. So can they improve? Yeah, they need to.
I like what you said about the Super Bowl. Like, hey, you didn't accomplish what you came to accomplish, so you have to improve or be better at what you're going to do. I would say, like, if you told me, right, and we have a crystal ball or a glimpse into the future.
Okay.
You're like, hey, the offense is going to take a step up because Jalen's here and Bo's getting better every single year, and the defense literally replicates what they did a year ago.
Okay.
Or I can take the chance of the unknown. I would take that. I would run it back exactly, because that's the kind of improvement that I think the defense is going to make, or excuse me, the offense is going to make.
Yeah.
But what you said about the Super Bowl is really resonating. Like, you didn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. Why would you keep things the same? If I don't get my goals done and I don't change anything, well, then my goals aren't that serious.
Well, and the thing is, boy, this is going to hurt a lot of people out there. There's some that have a certain level of success in sports, and then just like they just do the same thing. I mean, Isn't that the Denver Nuggets? Like, let's look at that. Like, let's run it back. Are we sure about that? We sure about that because you didn't win it all. And yeah, I'm talking about the Avs. Yeah, I'm talking about the Nuggets. The Rockies are a different story, but it's like when you don't win it all and you just run it back, your results probably aren't going to be the same because your results are never the same. Each season, it's like a snowflake. It's like a butterfly. It's all different. Every season is different. That's why you can't rely on the one-score wins. We know Bo Nix is clutch. He's got to be in fewer one-score games. It's just math. It's the universe. It's whatever. Like, they're not going to allow you to win as many one-score games. And not because the NFL's got a script, because that's just the way the ball bounces. You've got to be better. You have to be in a state in sports and in life. You have to be in a state of constant improvement. The worst thing ever is drift. If you stay the same, you're drifting. Don't drift.
Don't drift. Never drift. We know Benito.
Unless you're in a car, and drifting's fun.
Have I ever even done that?
Have you never drifted?
I don't think I have.
You've spun a cookie, right?
Oh,
yeah. Okay, yeah. Then you kind of drifted a little bit.
Yeah, like on a little bit on a cookie in a parking lot with snow and stuff. You're kind of doing the same thing, right? You could do it on a quad, like an ATV.
Yeah.
You could do it pretty sweet on there.
Yeah.
Got to play.
Just be careful. You break your femur again.
Yeah.
That was a snowmobile.
That was a snowmobile.
You weren't drifting on the snowmobile, were you?
No, I was trying to do a jump. First go on a snowmobile. I was like, I could do that jump. And then broke my femur.
Oh, my God. Your first jump?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I hadn't been on it more than 30 minutes that night.
Wow.
It was also
that wasn't real smart.
No, Coach knows. I was also doing things that you do at night that you shouldn't do before you operate.
Before
heavy
you get on
machine.
there. Yeah, okay. Got it. I got you.
I played a dumb game, and I won the dumbest of prizes.
A broken stick.
A broken femur, yeah.
Wow.
I deserved it. It worked out the way it was supposed to work out. I mentioned Benito PS2. Zach Allen. I can't forget Zach Allen.
Okay.
But those are the studs, right? Those are the dogs on this defensive side of the ball.
Right.
Who else has to step up to let this defense take that next step? Is it another pass rusher? Is it Jonah Ellis because he's going to get the opportunity with Jonathan Cooper possibly missing times? Is it Riley Moss, who I talked about having 4 or 5 interceptions this year and leading the team in interceptions? If Riley does that and you go, all right, I have 2 defensive linemen that are studs, Nick and Zach, and then 2 studs on the outside, this defense is going to be better than it ever has been.
You know who it is?
Who?
The guy that couldn't catch any passes, Talanoa Hufanga.
It's tough if he just catches the ball.
It's
right?
Huff.
Yeah.
Just catch the ball, Huff. He's got the greatest hair of all time. Like, Talanoa Hufanga is in position. He's always around the ball. Talk about Alex Singleton. Like, he's around the ball. Why doesn't he get more fumbles? Well, Hufanga's around the ball. Why doesn't he get more picks? Oh, his hands are made of stone. Could you chisel those a little bit and then have a little softer stone? But, yeah, Talanoa Hufanga. Who needs to
That's
step
a good
up?
one.
Who
Yep.
needs to elevate? I think it's Hufanga because he'll be in position to make plays. He's just got to make them, like flip the field with a pick.
That's a great one.
Mhm.
Talanoa Hufanga, because he was in position to be, and he still was a significant playmaker. He just could have made more of an impact than he did.
Yep.
By not catching the football. Huff's a really good one. That's probably the answer.
That's one of the answers.
Or Moss. Like I said, if Moss has the season I think he can have,
right,
he'll be a part of that conversation. He's never going to leapfrog who Pat is because, Pat's the best or second best cornerback in the entire NFL. But if Riley has that season, man, think about that. Riley has the season. Brandon stays healthy. Huff learns how to catch the ball. We could be talking about the duos at safety and corner as maybe the best in the entire NFL. If we were to do the 4, your 2 starting safeties and your 2 starting corners, I don't know that you could find 4 better than what the Broncos have if this season goes the way we think it can.
We talked about work nicknames a little bit earlier, and they're not the no-fly zone, okay?
No.
And it's not going to be no-fly zone 2.0. However, this is a secondary that is very worthy of a nickname, especially if they do what you say. Because if you have Brandon Jones and Talanoa Hufanga and Riley Moss and Pat Surtain, and I'll throw in Jaquan McMillan there as well, you have those 5 players to get you to 1 Super Bowl. Those 5 players, that secondary, and whatever it is, let me know. YouTube chat powered by Sean Ponda, let me know. I want to know, what's your nickname for the Broncos secondary? Because they are very nickname worthy. Not the no-fly zone, not no-fly 2.0, nothing like that.
It's got to be something original.
It's got to be something original, and they're worth it, for sure.
Yeah, we do need a cool nickname. Something for the guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't come up with it themselves because didn't the no-fly zone create that themselves?
I believe so, yes.
I think that was a Chris Harris.
I think it was CHJ, yeah. I'll give full credit to CHJ because he's the man.
Yeah, but it's just always weird when you're kind of naming your. I guess Chris is at least doing it for the other guys in the room.
Yes, and may I have one minor nitpick with Pat Surtain?
Yeah, please.
PS2, right? And on his thigh pad, he's got a PS controller.
Yeah.
It's a PS3 controller.
Oh, really? Wait,
you
what's
can
the
tell
difference?
by the select button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's got the controller on his pads, and someone please, I'll tell Pat myself, or someone else can tell him
How did
for
the guy
me.
not designing it know?
Exactly, because he was lazy and just took a PS3 controller. That's a PS3 controller.
Yeah,
get that by on a gamer, man.
So what is it? The select button's gone or smaller?
The select button is in a different spot.
Okay. Because they're all pretty much the triangle, circle, X square, right?
It might be, and I say this as an Xbox guy, but it might be the best controller we've ever had in video games. Just the way it fits your hand. It's always been a great controller.
The Nintendo 64 controller fit perfectly where your thumb was right above the joystick.
Yeah.
And almost like resting
But it's
on
also
the palm.
the size of a small plate.
That's what I like, though. I got bigger hands. It can like sit in my palm, and I can just, golden eye the hell out of it.
Alex, look at this guy. Kevin, look at this guy. He's all over here bragging about his big hands. You know what that means? Big gloves.
Huge gloves. Yeah, that's exactly right.
No glove, no love.
All right. Well, we still have next week. Say we still have an alien conversation and maybe best video game controller conversation before camp officially gets here.
Yeah.
We can probably squeeze that in next week at some point. All right, let's talk about the trade deadline in Major League Baseball. Would you or would you not move Hunter Goodman for what a floated trade idea is out there with the Boston Red Sox? We'll give you that and answer the question. Plus, a look at what this team could be without their two worst pitchers. Their names are Kyle Freeland and Michael Lorenzen. That's coming up next.
Is there a current Bronco that could jump into the NFL's top 100 list next year?
It's RJ Harvey.
Wow, really?
Yeah, 12 touchdowns as a rookie. If he does that again, 10 to 12 to 15 touchdowns, and if he pushes for 1,000 all-purpose yards, which he should easily, if he pushes for 1,500 all-purpose yards, which he could, we're talking 700 receiving, 700 rushing. That's not out of the realm of possibility for RJ Harvey. So because of that, with Harvey's playmaking ability on a team that's going to win, 13-plus games, you could see RJ Harvey on this top 100 list as well.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Cecil Lammy here from my friends SodaDietNutrition.com. I want you to check out the website, SOTA Dietandnutrition.com. You can call them up, 866-800-SODA, to speak with a degreed nutritionist. And they got a big summer offer. Get 4 weeks free. That's right. Get 4 weeks free. Call 866-800-SODA and mention the Fan. This is amazing. In 4 weeks, do you know how your life can change? 4 weeks, how things can be different for you. And 4 weeks for the end of the summer and, get to those summer barbecues and Labor Day and all that. 4 weeks to change your life. And get 4 weeks free, SodaDietNutrition.com, 866-800-SODA. Make sure to mention the Fan, mention me, Cecil Lammy. And I lost 60 pounds 5 years ago with soda. Never going back because they taught me how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. And it's been fantastic. My buddy Chris, he is wrapping up his time with soda because he's met his goal weight of 50 pounds lost. That's right. My buddy Chris. Congratulations, Chris, for getting those 50 pounds lost, feeling better, looking better, feeling great. That can happen for you as well. SodaDietNutrition.com. Remember the big summer offer. Get 4 weeks free. Call 866-800-SODA and mention the Fan. 866-800-SODA and SotaDietNutrition.com because soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Hi, I'm Donnie, owner of Fitness Gallery, where we believe there's nothing more important than your health. We've just celebrated our 27th year in business. Thank you for your continued support.
Hey, Broncos country, I'm Terrell Davis. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. Work out on your schedule from the privacy of your own home.
At Fitness Gallery, we have the nation's lowest prices on the highest quality products that stand the test of time.
Imagine this. No more wasting time in traffic, no more crowded gyms.
Joint pain is awful when you're the person who is fighting through it, but I'm betting you aren't the only ones affected. Maybe you love someone who struggles with joint pain. You see it. You see what they don't say, what they've slowly stopped doing. It's July. The days are long. The light hangs around. Time to be outside, moving, playing, living, and you're sitting it out. Hey, it's Mike Evans. Let's talk about getting that life back back because at QC Kinetics, that's what's happening every day. People who are stuck in that cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back, they're finally stepping out of it with regenerative treatments done right in their office. No surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just real relief. The inflammation eases and the pain lets go. We hear it all the time, not just from patients, but from the people around them. He's back. She's herself again. So if this sounds like you or someone you love, go find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers a free consultation to see if you're a candidate. Call 303-900-8986, 303-900-8986, with locations in Aurora, Superior, Highlands Ranch, and the Springs. It's QC Kinetics.
Men, when addressing the problem of erectile dysfunction, you want the right treatment for your specific medical situation because every case is different, and finding the right treatment can mean the difference between just an okay experience and an amazing one. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and at our practices, we offer the full range of ED treatment protocols and can even combine therapies to help make those intimate moments special, both for you and your partner. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're the leader in treating ED in the area. Our medical providers specialize in men's sexual health and understand that no two cases are alike, which means you'll get the right treatment for you based on sound medical evaluation and appropriate applications of medical therapies. Plus, we offer treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most men, you'll get your sex life back. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Philip Lindsay here. Summer's about hikes, golf, family adventures, and more. But if degenerative joints or old high school sports injuries are slowing you down, Regen RX can help you out with that. Get 50% off your first shockwave therapy treatment in July. This non-invasive treatment helps stimulate healing and reduce chronic pain with no surgery and no downtime. Plus, ask about their stem cell or PRP options. Book your free consultation today. Give them a call at 303-630-9770 or visit them online at regenrx.co. Again, that's regenrx.co.
One Wheel Broncos talk. Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's Dover and Cecil on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
We're going to talk a little Rockies. I'm seeing some of your guys' nickname texts coming on the RamosLaw.com text line as well. You got any for us on YouTube? Hit us up on Tribe Chat, fueled by Sean Ponda. Want to remind everybody that tomorrow is another chance for you to get one of our training camp t-shirts from noon to 1. It's our next giveaway of those free limited edition training camp 2026 t-shirts. Going to be at Santiago's in Loveland. Santiago's restaurant located at 1485 East Eisenhower Boulevard in Loveland. You are limited to 1 per person while supplies last, and they're going quick, so make sure you get out there soon. Plan your lunch break around stopping by Santiago's there in Loveland. For more details or to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt. That's DenverSports.com/shirt. I do want to get to the Rockies, but I'm seeing some interesting texts from folks on this Broncos nicknames of their defense.
Right.
Our guy Mark's in. He said, what about restricted airspace? That's not bad either. if they have to have more takeaways,
yeah.
But if they start to trend in that direction, Mark, that might fit pretty well.
Restricted airspace. Wrap.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wrap something.
That's pretty
Wrap
good.
something.
That's pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Secondary nickname, the Mile High Air Defense. MHAD for short. MAD. Rob from Cortez.
I like that, Rob.
Not bad at all. So keep those coming. Some of your cool nicknames. Our dude Pete from Thornton, Gridiron Gates. Nothing gets past these guys.
Wow.
That's actually pretty good. That one might be my favorite right there, even though you live in Thornton. Steve is also in Thornton. The Lockdown League, the
God.
Orange Curtain, or the Mile High Air Patrol.
I don't know where Thornton is.
Oh, see, Pete? Sean doesn't even know. We're just busting balls. It's okay. I like all of those. The Orange Curtain's kind of cool. It's kind of a nod, to the past that was. So, yeah, keep them coming. There's some fun stuff coming this way. Oh, wow. You didn't use your name on this one, but call it the cell block. Cell block D, because they will lock your ass up.
Nice.
I actually like that one a
Cell
lot.
block D.
Cell block D.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good right there. Outstanding stuff. Mile High Lockdown, says TJ. So we got some good ones coming our way. Keep them coming. 303-713-1043. That's the RamosLaw.com text line. YouTube.com/DenverSports. And getting in on the Dover and Cecil stream is how you can participate in Tribe Chat there, thanks to our friends at Champ Honda. All right, Cecil, want to talk a little bit about the Colorado Rockies. We talked earlier about how bad Kyle Freeland and Michael Lorenzen has been. If you missed it, they've given up a combined 143 earned runs between just those two dudes. Kyle Freeland's given up the most earned runs in baseball, while Lorenzen's given up the most hits in baseball. That's just a duo this team does not need. They would be at plus 49 in their run differential if these two dudes just simply didn't play.
Wow.
And again, it's not that you get rid of two bad pitchers and you just plug in two great pitchers. It's the Colorado Rockies, and we've been here long enough to know that that's not how it works. But the Michael Lorenzen experiment was a huge swing and a miss. They were wrong. I was wrong about thinking what he was going to be. And the Kyle Freeland thing, it's just over. It's been over for 4 or 5 years at this point for Kyle Freeland. So it's time for him to not be on this ball club anymore. As soon as next season, that's going to be a surefire sign of like, how serious are they about this business of getting the Rockies back? Because Kyle Freeland's not a big league pitcher. He shouldn't be on this roster.
Well, isn't that what you're anticipating? And I'm sure there are conversations being had right now, but Paul DePodesta, how much do you trust him?
I mean, the jury's still out, but I'm giving him benefit of the doubt, and there's nothing major that I've seen that makes me want to distrust him.
Right, and I would say I agree with you on that, but I would say this when talking about Freeland. I trust that they're thinking about it.
I hope so.
I trust that he's looking at the situation with the exact same data that we have, probably much more and much better data, more, deep and thorough and all that kind of stuff. But you have to be looking at this situation with Freeland and go, this isn't going to work anymore. This isn't the standard that we're wanting to set, and we know that a replaceable level player, even if it's an older pitcher, they're going to be able to find that in whatever way they can. Again, not replacing Freeland with some star ace. Nope. Just someone that's much better, and they're going to be able to find that. Again, it's the Moneyball thing. They're going to be able to find guys that can fit to get you exactly what you need, playing the way that they play, not expecting, and maybe that's where I'll stand up for Kyle a little bit. I'll stand up for him a little bit and say, like, just the hometown and expectations, like, it was always off the charts, right? And it was always perhaps way too high, and I'll say it more succinctly, it was never realistic.
Look, he's not been in a favorable situation, but he's not on a big league roster the last 3 years if it's not because Colorado's on his shirt, and he's a Colorado kid.
Right.
So it's put extra pressure on him early, but it's also allowed him to stay at this level because he's not this kind. Dude, he's got 9 losses and an ERA over 7 and leads the league in earned runs.
Wow.
What are we doing with this dude?
Right.
Why is he a professional baseball player anymore?
Yeah, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, but it makes sense the way that they used to be ran. Now, and again, with everything, with all of our guys, and with Walker Monfort changing the things at Coors Field, like turning things around, you have to give him the time and grace to assemble your crew, and you have to give him the time, which means this year, next year, and probably the year after that. Is Kyle Freeland on the roster next year or no? Yes or no?
No.
I don't believe so either. So that means DePodesta is having these conversations right now.
Yeah, I mean, and you're 100% right. We have the numbers. Kevin does a great job finding the numbers for us, but they're all over this and probably.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine when Paul arrived, there's a conversation about, like, what are we doing here with this guy? And they go out and find the 3 pitchers that they added, Lorenzen being one of them, and that's a miss as well. I'm sure if he hasn't made his mind up, he's standing on one side for sure.
This might have been one of the first things DePodesta considered. It's just a timing. Like, when can he do it? And especially in this first year. In this first year, you just got to see who can stick. See who can stay. You have some ideas of how you want this thing to be, but that's like 3 years from now. See what you have right now. See what Freeland could do. And maybe with new management in place, maybe with that change in the front office at Coors Field, like, you would see some sort of resurgence or different play or what have you. That's not been the case, and because of that, I feel that DePodesta will feel very comfortable in moving on.
All right, so we'll get a good sign as to where they are with this franchise based upon what even a training camp spring training camp roster looks like for the Colorado Rockies. By the way, just some more of these nicknames real quick. Should put your name on here. Oh, Trav Din. Cell Block D. You could call him CBD. I know it's another 3-letter acronym that people in Denver like, but CBD is a part of that equation.
Yeah.
That's probably pretty good, too.
Okay.
That's not bad at all. Little CBD. I think the players would probably get some fun out
What
of
is
that
that?
as well.
Is that Harrelson's Own, right? There's a commercial on... I watch a lot of House Hunters.
Okay, great show.
Me and the lady watch House Hunters.
It's a great show.
And it's like, I think it's Harrelson's Own, and their website is ho.com.
Oh, really?
I was like, wait, ho.com, Harrelson, oh, okay, I got you. So they're CBD company. So Cell Block D.
Yeah.
CBD.
CBD.
Yeah, and you got cornerbacks. Cornerbacks are CB.
Oh.
They play D.
Yeah.
CBD.
It all kind of
That
fits
might just be the
together.
name for the corners.
It all fits.
You know what I mean?
When you're watching House Hunters, how quickly do you immediately... let me see the info on this to see how current the prices are that they're talking about.
Well, you can pretty much guess because they'll be like, all this stuff for $150,000, and you're like, oh, this is 2015.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not today, girl. But we like to play Roast Hunters, where we make fun of either the people, the real estate agent, or the property.
Oh, that's great.
Who in the hell would want to live in Delaware?
That's great.
What's that? What goods ever come from Delaware? Nothing.
Nothing that I know of. I also like the couples are like, look, we need 9,000 square feet, a backyard pool, a 5-car garage, and our budget's $250,000. And the lady's like, okay, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, exactly. I think I got something for you. That might be a little difficult, but I got something for you. No, the worst one is like, I'm, I do painting on the side, and my husband mows lawns. Our budget is $3 million. What?
Yeah. Like, you're a drug dealer. Right?
Speaking of CBD.
Yeah. Where's all that cash coming from? All right, let's get into hour number 4. We like to call it quarter number 4. I've got some Broncos accolades and accomplishments to run by the tribe, the guys. You guys will tell me if you believe them or not. That's coming up next.
They're back. Our free limited edition Training Camp 2026 t-shirts. We currently have drops at various Santiago's Mexican restaurants across the metro area. Limit 1 per person while supplies last. For more details and to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt.
The new 2026 Honda CR-V was built for Colorado, and July is the perfect time to get one at Champ Honda. Whether you're crushing and cruising city streets or heading to the mountains, the CR-V delivers the comfort and capability you need all summer long. Champ Honda has the largest inventory since before COVID, so you have plenty of great options to choose from. And with their one price, one person, 1 hour philosophy, you know you'll be treated fairly with no games and no hidden charges. And remember, they never charge dealer handling fees.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
This July is America's 250th birthday, and Low T Center is celebrating 250 years of freedom with our 250 for 250 deal. All month long, men who start testosterone therapy and stay with it for 90 days earn $250. So if you're over 40 with low energy, sex drive, not feeling yourself, don't stay that way. Low T Center is raising the T of American patriots from sea to shining sea. Come celebrate 250 years of America with Low T Center's 250 for 250 deal, because bringing back energy and vitality of your youth is worth celebrating. Go to fixmylowt.com to book a free T test. That's fixmylowt.com. Offer ends July 31st. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all get distracted when we drive, whether it's from our phones or kids in the backseat bickering. But how we handle these distractions can be a matter of life or death. Before you get on the road for your next road trip, please put your phones on silent and take a mental note to focus on driving.
Paid for by NHTSA.
When you're vacationing in your RV, there are some things you can always count on. Laying out on a hammock, waking up to birds chirping, and board games with the family.
What? It's not cheating.
Frank, you're scaring the kids.
Oh, come on, guys. We're having fun. It's family time.
With Progressive, your RV is protected 24/7, so you're prepared for whatever you don't see coming.
Technically, it's a loophole.
It's a children's board game. You're a grown man, Frank. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. With all these Bluebird days in Colorado, enjoy the view through energy-efficient windows from Bluebird Windows and Doors. Through July, it's their Buy More, Save More event. Save up to 20% on your window and door projects. And when you mention you heard it from me, you'll save an extra 5%. Bluebird's family-owned, serving the Front Range for over a decade with windows, doors, and siding built for Colorado's harsh climate. Financing is available. Visit gobluebirdco.com. Bluebird Windows and Doors. Make today a Bluebird day.
You know what I could really go for right now? Literally anything that comes in a McDonald's carton, wrapper, or bag. Or a McDonald's cup. Yes, any of those items should do it.
Summer just got even sweeter with soft drinks under $1 at McD's. Get any size soft drink, like a Coke, Sprite, or sweet tea, just 99 cents. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here, and if you're over 50, there's a good chance you're dealing with an enlarged prostate. Waking up at night, weak stream, all of it. Here's the good news. PAE, prostate artery embolization, is minimally invasive, done through a tiny pinhole, and you're home the same day. Most men who have PAE don't experience any sexual side effects associated with conventional prostate surgery. At Colorado Advanced Endovascular, their experienced team offers specialized prostate treatment with near zero impact on sexual function. Lakewood location, personalized care. Visit coloradoae.com.
Lunch hits different with us.
You're locked into KKFN at KKFN HD1, Longmont, Denver.
This is Dover and Cecil, brought to you by Wayback Burgers. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Let's keep your texts coming in. Kind of taking off right now on the RamosLaw.com text line. The nicknames for the Denver Broncos. What can you call their defense? And it can't be No Fly Zone 2.0 because they've already done that. Oh, and by the way, somebody wants you to know that Joe Flacco is from Delaware. So Cecil's point remains the same. Nothing good has come from Delaware.
I actually transferred from Pitt to go to Delaware because some guy named Tyler Palco, the lefty, was there at Pitt, and he couldn't beat him out. So Joe Flacco ran from competition.
Yeah. What was it, a Blue Hen? Is that what Delaware is?
Yeah.
The Blue Hens?
Yeah, their helmet rips off Michigan.
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Theirs is a little bit shinier, I guess. I don't know. Delaware, awful.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry if you're from Delaware. Get as offended as you like.
I don't know anybody from Delaware. I think you're okay with that. All right, we're going to start this hour by playing a little fun game. We're going to play... But we're going a little bowling.
favorite game.
I'm so glad Kevin found it. I didn't think about the sound attached to the segment.
It's the Summer of George.
Kevin crushed it adding that, so appreciate that. So I've got 3 questions, and you are going to decide, Cease, and I'll answer after you if you do or do not believe it or not. First up is the Broncos and their double-digit wins. Will they get there again? Bo Nix knows no different. Will the Broncos win double-digit games, and you're like 100% sure it's happening?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I know that double digits going to get it because that's where they're at as a team, as a true Super Bowl contender. The problem is it better not be 10, and it better not be 11. There's actually a minimum. The minimum required of wins for this season is 12. I have them at 13. Others share in that excitement for this team. But 10 wins isn't going to get you to the playoffs in the conference. 11 wins might not get you to the playoffs. We remember the year Matt Castle played instead of Tom Brady because Rodney Harrison blew up his knee. They won 11 they went 11-5. They missed the playoffs. Mm-hmm. That was back in the day when Tom Brady missed a year and Matt Castle came in as a 7th rounder out of USC. They went 11-5, missed the playoffs. That could happen this year. That could happen this year to multiple teams in the AFC. That's how tight this is. So double-digit wins, they better. You better be sure. You better win. And if you're the Broncos, yeah, double-digit wins is definitely on the docket.
I'm 100% with you on, yes, I believe they're going to get those double-digit wins. I can go through the schedule, and we do that every time it comes out, and go win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. But I could go through the schedule and give you 9 healthy. Yeah, they're going to win those games. Like 9, I'm 99% confident that they're going to win those games. And there's 9 of them. They'll find a way to win at least 1 or 2 more of those in the remaining 8 that are there. So, yes, we will believe that they're going to win double-digit games this season and feel real confident about that. How about when it comes to the division? Could they go back-to-back? Would you believe it or not that they're going to win the AFC West?
Believe it or not. I think they have to win the AFC West. It guarantees you a home playoff game. It guarantees you a playoff appearance, of course. And it's one of those things where the Chargers will be better because of Mike McDaniel. The Chiefs will be better with Mahomes healthy and Mr. Swift out there playing tight end. And that's the thing. Like, you're going to get the best of the best competition in the AFC West. If you're capable of winning the AFC West, you're easily capable of winning the Super Bowl. Some of the best teams in the NFL, the 3 of them, are Kansas City, the Chargers, even though they choke, and the Denver Broncos. So if you're able to be at the top of that, I think that's only benefiting the Broncos and their Super Bowl chances. So not only will they win the AFC West, brother, I think they need to win the AFC West. To quote Banksy or from Chasing Amy, straight need it.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to go full Mark Schlereth on this and share my love for the Chargers.
Yes.
But I actually think this might be the first year in the history of me being a football fan, and I got 30-plus years of that, that I look at the Chargers and I don't just go, look, you're so cute over there with your little lightning bolt. It's adorable. I'm like, okay, there might be something there that we have to respect and not like fear, but understand that they might be more real than they've ever been.
Do you know how bad the Chargers are?
How bad are they?
Alex, play my theme music.
Oh, yes. First time since it's been back. Yes.
I didn't get to play my conspiracy music yesterday, Conspirare of the same spirit. The Chargers are so bad, the NFL had to plant a fan.
That lady?
Do you really think that lady's a Chargers fan? Do you really think that lady is a Chargers fan?
I've known one Chargers fan in my whole life.
I know one Chargers fan. He's annoying as hell.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all of a sudden, she's everywhere, and she's all rooting, and now she's exciting to watch. I think it's fun. I think it's exciting. But you know who doesn't have to make up fans? The Broncos. Yeah. Why? Because Broncos country is everywhere, and I personally believe, with my tinfoil hat, which I proudly wear, conspiracy theorist just means I'm 6 months ahead of y'all. What do you mean? I proudly believe that the NFL planted a Chargers fan because they're so bad. They're on Thursday Night Football. Like,
somebody had to.
We need an interesting Chargers fan. Hey, lady, here's some money.
Well,
go be a Chargers fan.
That's the thing too. Of like, is she a good?
Is she a paid
fan,
actress,
or is it like everybody's like a Chargers fan, and it's a lady at the same time,
and she's fun to watch,
a lady and a Chargers fan that's fun to watch,
she's
and
fun
can
to
be
watch.
entertaining. It doesn't seem to add up.
It's a plant.
Yeah,
it's a plant.
I think you're right on this.
It's an industry plant.
I think
right?
you nailed that.
Just like Taylor Swift, industry plant.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're really talking about the conspiracies I like.
You know why she got married around the 4th of July?
Why?
So when she divorces Travis, which you know is going to happen, because you ever think she's going to be happy? You really think she's going to be happy long-term with Travis Kelce?
Yeah.
Her next album that comes after the divorce will be called Independence Day.
Oh, wow. You're already ahead of this. That is fitting your narrative, but I like that narrative. I like that narrative a lot.
Yeah.
There's also, I fully believe this as well about the conspiracy theories. She met Travis because she started going to football games, and everybody's like, Taylor Swift at a football game.
Whoa.
Her first game that she went to was a Jets game, because if you Googled Taylor Swift Jet before that game,
yes,
it told you the carbon footprint that she was leaving on planet Earth. And now if you Google Taylor Swift Jet, it's a bunch of pictures of her at her first NFL game. So there's a reason she went to that NFL game that turned her into what she is, and then met her boo that is Travis. So there's a lot that goes into that with Miss Swift.
I
love these ones.
I subscribe to all of that.
All right, I got one more for you.
Believe it or
Travis and no, just kidding. The Broncos are going to host a playoff game. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, if they win the AFC West, they're going to host a playoff game. So in Power Field at Mile High, just get ready. Get your popcorn ready. Get everything ready for the Broncos experience. You're about to witness the strength of street knowledge. Well, I just had to finish that sentence. You're about to witness the strength of Broncos country, and that comes in 2026 when this team goes out and wins the Super Bowl. They're winning the Super Bowl. They're winning the Super Bowl. Let's go get it.
Go get it done.
It's only a matter of time.
That's a good reference there, the strength of street knowledge. That's nice. That's a good pull right there. One quick text. Tribe member Ethan is out here spraying lawns with fertilizer, and it's hot as a mother, and he doesn't finish it. Appreciate that. My coworkers call me ooey gooey, and then I was like, I got to read why they call you that. He says because of the AI artwork that he makes.
Oh, okay.
So that's a cool
ooey
reason.
gooey.
Yeah, that's
ooey
a cool
gooey.
reason.
All right.
That's good. That's
ooey
good.
gooey.
Ethan, I don't envy you out there today working in this heat, but stay cool, get the job done, and then get home.
Did you ever have a fake ID?
Yeah.
What was the name on the fake ID?
James Packard.
Wait.
Yeah.
How did you pick that name?
I didn't. It was just given to me.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
Yes. Well, I used a fake name. Me and my buddy Devin. Shout out Devin. I guess he'd never remember. He'd always call me Cecil. We'd go meet girls in Cheyenne, and I was supposed to be James Twiley, and he was supposed to be John Gaunt.
Okay.
These are the reincarnations of Grimjack. Comic
sick.
book. And so I was
Those
like,
are great aliases.
Yeah, I know. But I was like, what's up, John? It's my buddy John. And he's like, that's Cecil. I mean, James.
Cover blown.
And then the girls would be like, why does he call you Cecil? I'm like, it's the old cartoon Cecil and Beanie Boy, remember? And nobody remembers because that cartoon was in like 1970.
Right. They're like, we're 21. What are you talking
I
about?
ask because in our YouTube chat powered by Sean Ponda, and I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the message. It was from a fake ID. Like the nickname just stuck from the fake ID.
Oh, so it was on there and they just called him that.
Yeah, send it in again if you're listening now because I lost it we got a lot of chats. holy moly. The YouTube chat is
the nickname thing went
pretty fired
crazy
up today, yes.
Let's get caught up with a couple of those. So if you have Broncos nicknames, keep those coming for what we're going to call the defense this year. We already got bottle service for Bo and Jalen Waddle. What would the nickname be for this great defense? We'll catch up on the RamosLaw.com text line as well as the Champ Honda Tribe chat over on YouTube. In the meantime, while you guys are sending those texts in, let's get into a conversation about Alex Singleton. Did you find it?
Lonnie Hornbuckle.
That's a badass name. I would never call anybody other than Lonnie Hornbuckle if that's what they were using.
So if it was on your fake ID, it's kind of your nickname.
Yeah, that's
Lonnie
you
Hornbuckle.
Forever. Let's talk about Alex Singleton, man. How much does this guy have left in the tank as he dealt with a pretty significant injury a year ago? Can we count on Alex for another 100 tackles? That's coming up next.
Should Nuggets fans pump the brakes about Trevin Brazil despite his summer league success?
What you're seeing is real. Him making shots. You're seeing his athleticism on display. I don't think he's going to be playing for the Denver Nuggets anytime soon. He's not a basketball player. He's an athlete. He is mistake prone. He has very little feel for the game. Now, he'll do something every handful of possessions that's like, okay, you can't teach that. And then there's 7 other possessions where it's like, oh, man, he didn't, like, rotate there defensively. Or, oh, you can't have that turnover. Or, like, oh, what were you thinking there?
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Men, erectile dysfunction can affect much more than just your sex life. It can create stress in relationships, leading to feelings of anxiety or embarrassment, and impact your overall confidence and well-being. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and we specialize in treating men's sexual health issues to help men find solutions that fit their individual needs. ED is a frustrating condition, and many men suffer for years without seeking treatment. But the good news is that if you're like most men, we have the answer. Our licensed medical providers will evaluate your specific medical situation and recommend a plan designed for you. And these advanced medical therapies work, with treatments having success rates of well over 90%, which means you and the one you love can have great sex again without the fear and worry of ED. You can even last up to an hour or more, and you may just find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Anna had a very severe brain injury.
My dad got in contact with Barry Simpson. They didn't think about the money. They thought about what was best for Anna. That's all that mattered to me, just making sure that she was okay.
Not only would I recommend Berg Simpson to others, I have recommended Berg Simpson to others.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Tom's Garage Door, Tom's Garage Door. When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
I started my first business at 12 years old, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I thought I was crushing it until my buddy down the street undercut me by $2. But he didn't just cut the price, he cut corners too. That's when I learned if you do the job right, people trust you, and integrity beats profit. People care more about how you show up and whether you do what you say you're gonna do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we crush it, and we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts, and the spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. Because when you care about the people you serve, you work harder, and it shows. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com. And yeah, we still beat the other guy.
Tom's Garage Doors, Tom's Garage Doors. When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Summer hailstorms bring in the 3-ring front porch roofing circus.
In ring 1, there's We're Doing Bob's Roof Down the Street.
And in ring 2, there's We Will Cover Your Deductible.
And in ring 3, What Do I Need to Do to Get You to Sign Today?
Send those clowns to the curb.
Don't turn your home into a circus. Call the pros, Denver Roof Pros.
Check us out at DenverRoofPros.com.
No matter if it hails, rains, or snows, nobody knows your roof like the Denver Roof Pros. Hey!
At Wayback Burgers, freshness isn't a slogan. It's the way they do everything. Their beef is never frozen and always cooked to order. The chicken, hand-breaded and cooked to order every time. And don't forget their hand-dipped shakes and those legendary cheese curds. Try the new strawberry hibiscus lemonade or dive into their chicken bacon ranch bowls. Your choice of fries or lettuce as the base. But hurry, these summer favorites are only available through August 29th. Wayback Burgers. Freshness you can taste.
Let the big dog eat. What's up, guys? Zach here, and I am all in on golf these days. Always looking for tee times, booking lessons, and saying yes to rounds with friends. And that's why Aurora has become my go-to for playing and practicing. Yes, we're talking about practice. From beginners just starting out to competitive players, Aurora Golf has a course you'll love. All 5 courses are in beautiful shape. The staff are super friendly, and the value, man, it's tough to beat. Book your next round tonight at golfaurora.com and give their Instagram a follow at GolfAurora CO.
Stream Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app.
Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Dover and Cecil.
That's right, I am. I didn't send the text yet to our potential Red Man hookup, but I'll have to do that at some point.
Yes, definitely. We need Red Man on the show. If he's a Broncos fan, we want to talk to him. because we love Broncos country, and we love the fact that y'all appreciate Dover and Cecil rocking with you from 10 to 2. We're about to head out to Broncos training camp. Well, in 10 days, we'll be there, and we'll be there with bells on. Don't know what that means, but I know we're going to be excited. And the best Broncos coverage, period, is here on Denver Sports, period. End of story. It's not even close.
Not close.
You want the real talk. You don't want the propaganda. You don't want the guys that aren't there, or the guys that play grab ass instead of actually watching practice. We're here to give you the real information, nay, the best information about the Denver Broncos, and I, for one, am very excited.
I can't wait to be out there next Friday. We got a nice little plan for what we're going to do daily out there at camp. Fired up for us to be out there, getting our eyes on it. Kevin having some eyeballs on it as well and sharing what he's seeing. We're talking every day about a player or a position group. We've kind of got the position groups out of the way. We're on players and then coaches, breaking down what we expect out of these people for the upcoming season. Yesterday, we talked linebacker Justin Stronach. Today, we're staying in that spot, but going Alex Singleton, a guy that's going to turn 33 this December, coming off of a cancer. It's not even a scare. Had testicular cancer a year ago. Only missed one freaking game. That's how tough this dude is. But going to be 33 when this season is underway. When he plays, he's good for 100 tackles. Is he going to be able to play, or are we at the point of Alex's career where you go, man, if that guy can just stay right, he's really significant and make an impact? Why isn't he staying right anymore?
Right.
Well, you're older, your body's breaking down, you don't recover at the rate that you did, and then you try to come back, and you hurt more than you help. So, Alex Singleton is a starter, like trusting his football brain, 100%. If VJ is going to trust you, I'd be a fool to not trust you. But I look at Alex of like, and maybe it's not, this might be a reach as like a comp, but like as good as his brain is, can I trust his body? Peyton Manning 2015, as good as his brain was, nobody could really trust his body, including Gary Kubiak, which led to the back and forth. Now I know Alex is on the same tier of a player as Peyton Manning is, but just the body breakdown.
Yeah.
Does he have another? That's really all I'm looking for. I'm sure Alex would love to play multiple years left in the NFL. I don't think he can. And as far as his time with the Broncos goes, can he give me one more run, one more special season from Singleton before they have to decide what role they want him to transition into?
There's no doubt that Alex Singleton can give you one more run. Here's the only thing. That comes with Father Time, who is undefeated. He's not going to be able to play banged up. Like when you're a young man, and we look at I'll go Josh Allen last year. Josh Allen played with an ankle injury. I wonder if people are talking trash about Josh Allen, Kev, because he played with an ankle injury almost all of last year. Are people going out of the way to talk about how Josh Allen's terrible and not really going to be the same? Is that it? I don't know. Kev, I've been on the side of a mountain at Lake Tahoe for 2 weeks. So is this a common trend? Are people talking about Josh Allen played with an ankle injury almost all of last season? Is anyone talking about this? About like, hey, Josh Allen sucks because he played with an ankle injury? Is that a narrative? I don't know. I've been on vacation. I don't know.
I have not heard that narrative.
You have not heard that. Wow, that's amazing how that works for Bo and it doesn't work for Josh Allen. But whereas a young man like Josh Allen's capable of playing with a little bit banged up, and everybody does it, right? McGlinchey does it. Garrett Bowles does it. Quinn Miners does it. All of these guys, everybody's doing it. Let's go streaking. It's just playing with injury. When you're at an advanced age, which, yes, in the NFL means you're 30. He was 30.
Yeah.
It means you're 30. In the NFL, it means you can't necessarily play banged up the way that you used to when you're a young man. It's a young man's game. So because of that, with Singleton, we're going to know pretty quick, honestly, because if he gets banged up, they're going to have to find a different answer. Red Murdoch, whoever, whatever that is. Because as an older player, and I could be totally wrong about Alex Singleton, which I'd love it. He can still play banged up. Yeah, that's
if he
awesome.
has a couple of years left, that's just great for everybody.
Right. I think he's got 1 year left. I think it's this year, and he better stay healthy because as an advanced age player, AARP is calling, and we also know that, hey, he can't really play with a little bit of a hamstring or a little bit of an ankle or a little bit of a knee thing. Like, he's got to be pretty close to full strength as possible. He's tough as nails. He beat cancer, cancer, all that kind of good stuff. Love Alex Singleton. Just know the reality is the clock is ticking.
Yeah, that's what scares me. A little bit of like, do I think he's got 1 year left? Yeah, I'm riding with you. I think he probably does. What if he hits we talked about the defense hitting a wall. What if his body hits a wall in December?
Right.
Do you trust a Red Murdoch? Would you throw the green dot on Justin and allow him to do it and just go, hey, Red, fill gaps and punch balls away? That's all you simply have to do. That scared me a lot going into the postseason as a rookie, now taking on a big, big role and getting a lot more responsibility than I think a rookie should probably have on a team that wants to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You've got Super Bowl aspirations. Alex Singleton's got to be a big part of that. Because even though we're excited about the future of Mr. Irrelevant and Red Murdoch, that's still a 7th-round rookie. I'm excited about Alex Singleton going out there leading this team in tackles once again, being a 100-tackle player once again. I think Alex Singleton can still do that. It's just a fact of, is he 80% healthy by the end of the year? Is he, 75%? I don't think you can get much lower than that and have him still play effectively.
You know what he can do to up his game a little bit? And this doesn't take agility. You can lose the battle versus Father Time. Fall on the damn football a little bit more. A guy that is constantly around the play only has 5 fumble recoveries in an entire NFL career. He can be a lot better at just simply, I'm not even saying like scoop and run, scoop and score. Fall on the damn thing and bring Bo back out so the offense is going the other way.
Yeah, I think any defensive star or starter that's able to get Bo Nix back out there is going to do his team a great service, because with Davis Webb calling plays, that's going to mean Bo Nix and the offense are top-notch, are performing at the highest level. And that means defense, emphasis from BJ, turnovers. Vance Joseph, first press conference at training camp. Over under 1 minute and 34 seconds, he's going to say the word turnover. You taking the over or under?
I'm taking the under.
I got a text. I'm taking the under as well.
You could have said 34 seconds and I would have gone under, because he better get on that pretty damn quick. Moving forward. All right, our crack research team, that's actually just Kevin and Alex, they were looking into opening drive numbers for the Denver Broncos, how'd they do last year to start games and start second halves. We'll tell you and discuss whether or not Davis Webb should get the job with play calling, with scripting the first 15. That's coming up next.
They're back. Our free limited edition Training Camp 2026 t-shirts. We currently have drops at various Santiago's Mexican restaurants across the metro area. Limit 1 per person while supplies last. For more details and to find the location nearest you, head to DenverSports.com/shirt.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach By here. If your home's hot upstairs and cold downstairs, that's more than annoying. It's a sign your system's leaking air and wasting money. And with utility bills climbing, energy efficiency matters. That's why homeowners trust AeroSeal Colorado. Their innovative sealing technology boosts comfort, cuts energy use, and even gives you cleaner indoor air as a nice bonus. Customers love it. A 4.9 Google rating, and some folks practically write books after the job's done. AeroSealColorado.com fixes what others can't even find. AeroSeal, comfort sealed.
There's nothing between a motorcyclist and the road, and when a careless driver causes a motorcycle crash, the results can be catastrophic. I'm Rob Wilhite of the Wilhite Law Firm, and for nearly 50 years, my firm has been standing up for seriously injured riders across Colorado. We know these cases, we know how to win them, and we won't rest until we get you the maximum compensation you deserve. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call us today, the Wilhite Law Firm, 303-GOOD-LAW, or WillHiteWins.com.
Colorado, it's time to take our recycling to the next level. That's why Recyclon Colorado is bringing you more curbside and drop-off service from peaks to prairies. Guidelines as clear as our skies, so you know what goes where. And the price? As free as gawking at bighorns on I-70. You deserve a recycling system you can count on, like your puffiest winter coat. And we're here to give it to you. Learn more at recyclon.org/Colorado.
Hey guys, it's Mark Schlereth. I just made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. I went to Cutarelli Vision and had refractive lens exchange, RLE. I wore glasses for distance vision, but I got to that inevitable point in life where I was always needing those reading glasses just to do about anything, and half the time I couldn't find them. Seeing menus, texting, reading my computer, or studying film, it was a struggle. But now I see the world perfectly, near and far, without any glasses, thanks to Cutarelli Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you and RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at coloradorle.com. Cutarelli Vision, RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. coloradorle.com.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealership since 1975 in Boulder, has a championship-level lineup ready for you to test drive and take home today. They currently have specials on both the BMW X3 and X5 models. The BMW X3 model is a luxury compact SUV that offers balanced handling and a powertrain variety. The BMW X5 model is a high-performance powerhouse luxury model that offers you a thrilling driving experience. They also have a great pre-owned BMW lineup as well. Schedule your test drive today. Go to GebhardtBMW.com.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealership since 1975.
Where will you find her perfect engagement ring?
There's only one fine jeweler in Denver with all the world's top bridal designers. I'm Michelle Williams.
And I'm Bruce Williams from Williams Jewelers. Only here in our bridal design gallery will you find Gabriel & Company, E. Jaffe, Parade, and the legendary Takori.
Thousands of diamond engagement rings. Every style and every price range. If it's on her Pinterest page, it's here.
Add to that our famous Williams Jewelers Diamond Bar with almost every size, shape, and price range diamond.
And our expert diamond professionals will help you put it all together perfectly.
At the guaranteed best price in Colorado, we even have flexible payment terms for qualified buyers, so you can do this today.
That's why more couples say will you with Williams.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue between Fillmore and Detroit, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life's sleep.
Feeling stuck? Think bigger. Meet NASA's Meredith McKay and explore space careers, the future of Artemis, and more at the New Frontiers Diplomacy Forum, July 28th at Wings Over the Rockies. Tickets at wingsmuseum.org.
You're listening to Dover and Cecil on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, guys, do not forget, tomorrow morning.
People don't forget.
That's right. 8 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong one. I'm sorry.
I was going to say you didn't say that earlier, girl.
It's tomorrow on Wednesday
Yes.
from noon to 1. Now, that's when our next T-shirt giveaway is going to happen. It's our free limited edition training camp 2026 T-shirts. Dude, James was telling me about some of the lines that are there when guys go and get them, or ladies that go and get them. They're sharing on the text line. The lines have been crazy, so you have to be there early. Be there early and get your 2026 limited edition training camp T-shirts. We're going to be at Santiago's Mexican Restaurant in Loveland. 1485 East Eisenhower Boulevard is the address. Only one per person, so show up with the crew if you want to get multiple. You can only get them while supplies last. For more details and find the location nearest you, we're going to have one near you, I promise. Go to denversports.com/shirt to find out those locations, and we hope to see you soon out at one of the drops, and then at camp when you're rocking them, me and Cecil want to say hi to many tribe members as we can. If you're rocking the shirts, it's much easier for us to find you and know that you're riding with the right team. So get your shirts, rock them to training camp, and let's crew up. All right, Cease, the guys did some homework, found some numbers for us. Good job, as always, from Kevin Kistner and Alex about our opening drive. So Alex was watching some old Broncos highlights and thought, why the
Dude,
hell?
he was grinding. What was that, Alex? Like 1 in the morning?
It was around midnight. It was around midnight.
Okay, midnight.
God, nothing sounds better than some Broncos highlights.
Yeah. And you learned that they went, what was it, number 9?
It was 9 straight weeks without recording points on their opening drives.
Ooh. That is not good.
That's not great, Bob.
Especially, Sean's this offensive guy. So what's that look like? And what's it going to look like with Davis Webb now taking over play calling duties? Does he just by default get to script the first 15, or is that something that Sean is going to keep close to his vest? Because to start games, Sean was bad. They scored 32 total points this last season on opening drives. 6 field goals and 2 touchdowns. They punted the ball 6 times. They turned it over 3 different times, lined up for a field goal once, and got that baby blocked. 32 points over the course of 18 games because we threw the Bills playoff game in and not the Patriots playoff game in because that wasn't the real offense because Stidham sucks. So 32 points. That's not good enough, C's. The good news is he did get better in the first half of drives. In the second half, after he got a glance at what the opponent's trying to do, their tendencies and the trends they were trying to put on the Broncos defense, he was better. 51 points to start the second half, 3 field goals, 6 touchdowns. They still punted the ball 8 times, but cut the turnover rate down 2 numbers. Down to 1 turnover and scored 51 total points. Kevin, off the top of my head, was it 1 drive that they had all season where they scored to end the half and then scored to start the half? And it was Washington, is that right?
Correct.
So that's it, once. And that was, you asked Kevin to do it, and they're like, well, because Sean cared so much about getting the ball, scoring at the end of the half, and then getting it again to score, and they did that 1 out of 18
Kev
tries.
took longer to find those numbers, and thank you, Kiss My Stats, than Sean actually did to accomplish that one time.
One
he
out of
always
18
talks
tries.
about it like, we want the ball at the end of the half, we get the ball at the beginning of the half. For what? I'll do the old Ricky Waters. For who? For what? Like, huh? You want the ball at the end of the half, so then you get the ball at the beginning, and then the second half, yeah. But do something. Rap something. Do something, man. What are you doing? Like, one time in 17 weeks, one time you were able to score before halftime and then once after?
I got to pump my chest. That's my bad.
Oh.
Second half was TD Washington touchdown. So they didn't,
do
do
it at all.
Wait. 0?
0.
Oh, wow.
So Sean went out of his way to tell us this is how you do it. This is how you football, you idiots. And never accomplished it.
What do you know about downhill scoring touchdowns, linebackers, blah, blah, blah?
I'd ask Sean the same thing. What do you know about scoring on back-to-back
I don't want anyone to
drives?
ask me that question.
Oh, sorry. I won't ask you then. I'll keep it here on the show.
Yeah.
So 0 out of 18.
Wow, that sucks. 0.
So maybe he doesn't.
Can't get worse than that.
Because I presented the idea to you of like, all right, Sean's better at figuring out what they want to do in game. So maybe Davis gets the first 15, 25. Each team does it different. And then Sean still gets to script it in the second half. But now with that information, maybe Sean just doesn't do anything with scripting plays. Tell Davis the ones you like